Oh shit. One.
What, to end it?
Nah, I said
Close unused applications. Look at the
Is
feed.
the tongue running at the bottom? It's on.
Hold on, are you? Is it on the main page or your page?
It's on. I got it right here.
let me see it.
Ew. This thing on? Thank you.
Fortune card.
Thank you.
Fortune card.
Oh, one more time. Oh,
Gracias.
Welcome. You're now rocking with the best again. It's Tuesday nights.
It is, man.
This is the Fire Nights experience.
It is.
A black culture lifestyle experience, man. Current events, sports, entertainment.
All that shit. Eric.
If it's worthy to be talked about, man, we're gonna discuss it, man.
Some shit that ain't worthy, we gonna talk about, though.
Not your everyday show for black guys, man. We dive deep into shit, man, that you wouldn't expect, man.
For black guys.
Don't take us serious, man, until we serious, though. Until we serious.
And then you gotta take it serious.
And you gotta take it serious.
Because then we serious, and then we serious.
Live from Area 51, man. This is where we rock out from, man. This is home.
Yeah.
This is where we do our thing, man. The esteemed Fire Nights Experience panel, man. We're back again. Coach P, man, your boy P. I'm just Coach P today, man.
Oh, shit.
We got my bro to the left of me, bro.
What's good? It's your man, Iceman, man.
It's your boy. Hey, yo. B-Mac. E-Way. All day.
And I would just like to say, hello, how are ya?
What he said.
It's your boy Fresh Fire, man, in the building, man. In the building.
So listen, before we start off, man, want to send condolences out to the Hammond Newton family, man. We lost a very, very, very close esteemed individual of the community, an educator, man, a friend,
a brother, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Brother.
The one, Dr. Terrence D. Newton, man, from my hood, E-Way, man, but he was loved all over. He was everybody's. He was everybody's, man. So, condolences, man, to the Hammond and Newton family and all the friends and the family associated, man. We love you guys, man. We just wanted to give him a special shout out, man. We love that guy, man. We all grew up with him, man. We all grew up with him over the way, man. And all have our own, personal experiences with Newt, as we affectionately called him, man. But he transcended to Dr. Newt. He's Dr. Newt, man. Dr. Newt. And that's big, in our community. Big. Not just, Principal Newt. He's Dr. Newt. And I want to make sure that we drive that home. That man was Dr. Newt. So with that being said, man, moment of silence, man, for Newt, Terrence D. Newton.
That's real.
Let's proceed, bro. How's everybody feeling, man? How everybody doing today, man?
Feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good, man.
We good?
Favorite day of the week, man.
Absolutely.
Listen,
We're finally back, man. We here.
I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, man, but this whole new shit got me fucked up, bro. Like for real. I was talking to homie Fresh on the way in, man, and like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, obviously I feel for his family and, loved ones and shit like that. But it's like, I also think about the kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because this man was like a father figure to a lot of people who didn't have that in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, where do these kids turn now? You feel what I'm saying? So, like I had a moment yesterday, man, where I was like, damn, I was kind of fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I should lie to you.
Not only because he fam, but think about the work he like.
His legacy.
Listen, we all know this nigga. This nigga came from the mud. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga had, he got a past like the rest of us, but he turned that shit around and did some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some real shit. So it's like that was a good one, man. Newt was a good one, bro.
For those that don't know, man, when we were in the process of trying to establish a alumni league, he was one of the first ones to open up the gym door at Warner for free, under the guise of under the agreement that the basketball players mentor the youth. So he opened up the doors for free. For free, with certain stipulations in terms of, allowing the school to, sell concessions and things of that nature, man. Right. So I don't want that to go unnoticed. That man was one of the first ones to reach out, man, and I had a couple conversations with him about that, man. And I was happy that, I had a pass with him so that it made it easier for that door to be open. He was more than welcome, man, to do that. So, small in stature, man, but a giant among men, man. Huge, big heart. Big heart. So Newt, man, we love you, man. We love you.
Miss you already, bro.
Yeah. That's real. That's a big one, man. We getting hit hard, man.
Big loss, man. Like, it's funny, man, because it's like not necessarily funny, but ironic, I guess I should say. Like I just felt like, man, like I just feel like lately it's been a lot of death around, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to feel, to me anyway, it's starting to feel like what we used to say, like fright night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't describe it, man. It just really got me feeling some type of way, bro. Like starting to head home. I ain't been in good spirits lately, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm usually the happy, jokey joke. You know what I'm saying? But I just ain't been in good spirits, man. It's like I was just at Trudy's funeral, right? Before that, I was at the young boy, homie Bones' mom's funeral. And it was somebody's funeral before that. Like, I feel like I've been at the Congo Legacy Center like a lot.
You're way too familiar with the place.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like
I don't do funerals, so
crazy,
for me,
bro.
It's a little different. I don't really do funerals, man. I don't like seeing other people in that state. It does something to me, and I don't like it. But never to the point where not respectful, man. I'm always paying respect. With that being said, I just don't do funerals. That's just me. There's very few that I've been to in my life. So, but that man leaves a legacy behind.
I'd like to shout out Newt, man. Because my senior year in high school, I was at Dell State a whole lot. And every time I stepped on that campus, Newt treated me like I was a college kid.
He was a football star, though. You know what I mean? He was a football star down there.
He treated me like I was a college kid. He'd see me walking around. You know what I mean? Come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm ready to go over here. You can come if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time. And I was down there like damn near every day.
If he knew you, he loved you, man. You know what I mean?
One thing I could say.
He never changed. Never changed.
One thing I could say, Newt, he opened his arms for me every time I stepped on that campus, man.
Newt, we love you, bro. We love you.
God got a good one up there right now, bro.
We love you,
feel what I'm saying? He got a good soldier, man. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it moving, man. If I start crying, man, cause like word, I was on some shit yesterday, bro. But check this out though. So I picked Deja up from school, right? First of all, I want to shout out my motherfucking daughter, Deja Matthews. Listen, bro.
No doubt.
She was recently in The Color Purple. This was at the at the Women's Drama League on 40th. I think it's 40th and Market. And
put your thoughts about Newt in the comments, y'all. If you're watching, put your thoughts about Newt in the comment, man. Some good thoughts about him.
Yeah, man.
Back on the
Facts.
You got
good experiences and
Facts.
anything you came across, my man, with my homie.
Facts.
Put them in the comments, man. Good experiences with Newt. Proceed, bro.
So the last 2 weekends, my daughter was in a play / musical at her school. She goes to Callaway, aka Wilmington High. If you know, you know. She was in the musical,
AKA High School Musical,
at her school, and it was called Mamma Mia, right? And she had one of the main roles in the joint. You know what I'm saying? And bro, I want you to open the show, closing show, and like a show in between. When I tell you, she murdered that shit, bro. Listen, when I tell you that after the show, motherfuckers is lining up for autographs, cuz.
Wow. Yeah,
bro.
She's real. She's
like,
fucking real.
I'm like, oh shit. I'm talking about motherfucker. Listen, I'm talking about motherfucking little kids, adults lining up. Cuz. Not just her autograph, but Eric, shout out to everybody. Everybody's autograph. That was in the show.
How old is she getting?
16, bro. She'll be 17 in May. Bro,
That's not
when
nothing
I
to
tell you
sneeze
that
at.
autographs, nigga, what?
Wow.
Listen, shout out to Deja, man. My baby. She's a motherfucking star. You hear me? She's a star, man. But moving on, man. I had to do that real quick, man. Moving on, man. So listen, so I'm picking her up from school today, right? And we driving this shit, and we get to a little stoplight, and it's this one spot where this homeless dude is always at. This time it's a homeless dude and a homeless woman, right?
Okay.
And I'm talking, to Deja, so I'm like, and I'm glancing, and the two homeless motherfuckers is like this, like talking. They stand up talking to each other, and they got their cell phones out, like yeah. They exchange. I'm like,
Time out.
Time out. I said, what the fuck? Wait, both you homeless motherfuckers got cell phones?
Yeah.
They free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cell phones free. They free.
Sell that motherfucker then to somebody. Man, listen, bro. Nah, man.
Well, you also gotta understand.
Nah, man.
You ain't gonna get enough for fucking rent.
I don't care, man.
You sell the phone? All right, cool. Here, take this $37.
$37?
$37. You know what I'm saying?
Then you can take it $37 and eat.
Okay, and I'm right back here tomorrow with no phone.
Then you get another free.
No phone.
So what are you doing with your phone? Is it feeding you? What are you doing? You on a delivery? What the fuck are you doing with your phone?
Now, this could be a perspective you can see. I can see about this. You may have a cell phone to your family because they just want to know you still living and things of that nature. I'm telling you, this is what I've been told. This is like, yo, we just want to know you all right. You can't live here.
What am I calling you for? I ain't buying that.
Peep this though. I swear to you, I thought this
You ain't
was
bringing no quesadilla, motherfucker.
I thought this was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Bringing no Chick-fil-A.
I worked at a job and I had to empty the trash out in the back. It's woods out in the back and everything. And there were some homeless people living back there. That was fine. That part didn't. That part wasn't out of the ordinary.
Okay.
But I was at this job for some years, and over the years, I kept seeing people come and visit them. And I was like, how do homeless people have visitors?
True.
But it was also, it was also brought to me. That might be somebody say they care for. They might not even know these people. Say, yo, I just come drop you off some stuff. You know what I'm saying, when you need it, something like that. Or it's a family member like, yo, I fuck with you.
Mom be doing that.
Right, I fuck with you, but you can't live in my house. But I don't want to see you.
Live in the bushes behind the store.
Is it your people's though?
Nah.
Okay, because that's where he was going with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was just a perspective that I was giving.
I mean, even if they weren't your people, it'd just be people that just care, that come visit you. They bring you food.
Yeah, like I said, at first I thought it was. I'm like, how you homeless and you got company? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work?
Nigga said
but a different perspective was brought to me. Like, think about it like there's someone who's burned a lot of bridges, but still got love. Like, you can't come to my house, but I don't want to see you all that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody like, yo, I got. You know what? We had a large meal last night. Yo, hey, home, you still under that, you know what I'm saying, under that thing, I'm gonna come bring you something to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to Tehran, Midget. Shout out to the real Tory. Shout out to Kershawn, Shoel. Shout out to cousin Keisha. Hey, love you, baby.
Hey, Keish.
We need you on the show, Krishan. Spit some of that poetry.
Man, she know. She fucking know. Nah, Honey Love know.
If you didn't know, you know now.
Honey Love know. I've been fucking with Honey Love for years.
But listen, bottom line, if you got a cell phone, I ain't giving you shit. I'm just telling you. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with you.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
I'm already hesitant to give homeless people shit anyway because I've seen how they move. Some of them. Like, I seen how some of them move. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give you an example. I was with my uncle Mustafa, right? You know, he lived on North. Me and him walking around. We on 30th and Market with a chicken store, right? So we chilling, we talking
Poultry?
shit. And my man, some homeless dude like that. He like, yo, me, I'm hungry. Da, da, da. So my uncle, he like, yo, are you hungry? He said, yeah. He said, all right, come on, let's go to the store. So uncle like, what you want? He said, nah, just give me the money. I'm not giving you no money, bro. What are you? Give me the menu. Tell me what you want. You said you let off by saying you was hungry, bro. Yeah. Tell me what you want. You gave me what menu you want.
That was your plight.
Yeah, bro was like, nah, just give me the.
I ain't that hungry.
Bro, like, come
I ain't that hungry. I'm hungry. I ain't that hungry.
This one ain't give me all the money, man. Like,
from now.
I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing it, bro.
You started your plate off with him.
And if you got a cell phone, I'm not giving you shit.
Now, one thing.
I don't care. I'm not, bro. I'm not giving you shit.
One thing.
Give me your phone, nigga.
One thing I want to say to people out there, man, don't feel guilty. If you don't have this shit, don't give this shit. One thing and I ain't saying this out of trying to be funny or anything, but homeless people or people who are without, they hear no a lot. So don't feel bad if you don't have it in your pocket. Say, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
He said they hear no a lot.
Yeah, they hear no a lot though. You know what I'm saying? There's some
they
people
built up an armor.
Yeah, they built up an armor.
They desensitized enough.
If they heard yes all day, they only gonna be there for about a week.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? I'm up now.
They're gonna be blessed.
I'm up now. You know what I'm saying? So they're
gonna be blessed.
If you ain't got it, man, you ain't fucking got it. Like, man, I ain't got it, man. My kids.
Pretty sure they hear yes a lot though.
Yeah, I know they hear no more than yes though. That's for damn sure.
It's a long day.
A lot of vehicles.
Long day, a lot of vehicles, lots of different spots.
You gotta think every car that
could be a mixed bag.
I agree with you. They hear a lot of no's.
Could be a lot of mixed bag.
Oh yeah, well it's gotta be a lot of yeses to make you come back, especially to that corner or that spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh nah, that's a nice watering hole down there, man. You can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Nice watering hole.
It's gotta be worth your while.
It's called stick-to-itiveness.
It's gotta be worth your while and run it dry, man.
Hold up. Serious question. How come when your ID expired, right? They act like it ain't you no more though. Like, what you mean? I can't use my ID because it expired. It's me. If the ID was good yesterday, it expired today. Like, what the fuck, yo?
That was yesterday.
It's still me though. But it's still me.
Like, you bringing up old shit.
Right? It's still me. It's the same person, bro. Look at the fucking ID, dog. It's me, nigga.
It's me. Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices.
Yesterday's price. Yesterday's ID is not today's ID.
All right, so how about so?
Let me see your light, man.
Why do driver's licenses expire though? Ain't like we gotta go take another test. We just go pay $10 and they give us another fucking ID. Why they expire? Why? For what?
It's a racket.
It's a racket, ain't it?
It's a racket.
That's the biggest hustle out there.
One of them.
It's one of the biggest hustles out there.
I asked that question myself multiple times.
You ain't putting behind the wheel again.
Yeah.
Which I think that at some point when a motherfucker like 60, 70, 80, hey man, listen, if I pass another old motherfucker who driving like this doing 20 on the highway, I'm gonna snap the fuck out. I mean, it's two different things. It could be. It could be used as an ID, but it's two separate things.
Both of them are IDs, but one provides the privilege. No, I have a driver's license.
If you don't have a driver's license, you will get an ID.
Yeah, right. I don't have an ID.
You know what I'm saying? When you have a driver's license, it fits the same thing. Yeah.
But both of them expire. Like your first fucking check.
Why does an ID expire? That's weird.
It just takes on without.
I can understand a driver's license, but an ID.
But like you said, if your ID expired,
because here's
regular ID, you have to pay for it to get it.
But why should it expire though?
Which one? The
Either.
I mean, either, but
okay, I can explain the license because
Why?
the license is more attached to a privilege.
But you don't retest.
Right. You don't normally retest, but there could be certain circumstances why, or it could be legal ramifications why the license expired.
Then it's not. Then it's just revoked. Which if you get pulled over, the nigga check your license, they gonna know that anyway.
True.
So why they taking our money? It's like $10, $20.
That's why. That's like you asking the question why the IRS taking our money because they can.
Well, the IRS is different. The DMV sells nothing. They provide no service.
So what does the IRS provide?
They provide tax services.
To who? What tax service? Taking my money as a service?
Yeah, and giving
that's a service.
You're welcome, nigga.
And giving it
same thing.
And give some of it back. Some of it
back, but they take your money and provide it to services too.
No, they're providing you the privilege to be able to be on the road and have documented proof that you can be on the road.
Yeah, okay. Niggas don't really need to be on the road.
Ultimately,
and they selling that. But I'm saying if you don't have
a definition, doesn't have to make sense.
Right,
but it's a definition.
But if you have an ID, they ain't provide you no privilege. You got to.
No, that's just showing who you are. Now I believe an ID should never expire because I'm always that guy.
Right. You need an ID to do certain privileges.
Like what?
You need an ID to go on any state building now.
Well, you need technically you need an ID to to obtain a passport to travel abroad, things of that nature. So ID is useful, but I just don't think it should expire unless there's a legal reason why.
ID to go to the bank, over the bank account.
Yeah.
You need an ID. They provide that service.
Yeah, but
fiduciary reasons.
But what I'm saying is for like you
whoa.
My face ain't changed. Fiduciary.
What's it again?
Fiduciary.
Fiduciary.
Okay, fiduciary.
Yeah, but I'm saying as an identification, not a driver's license, because that's a privilege of driving. Your face ain't fucking changed. Like, what the fuck you trying to charge me?
That's not necessarily true.
It's not necessarily true.
Okay, well, if your face didn't change, why the fuck is you charging me? I can see if you charge this motherfucker who had face surgery, but why you charging me?
Face surgery?
Well, I think it would behoove you as the person to want an up-to-date ID, regardless of what your face looks like.
Why?
Because for the reasons he just explained.
I'm listening.
For fiduciary reasons, if you want to open a bank account, you
don't
want for liability reasons.
No, the bank that had nothing to do with that. Had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
The woman didn't look at his ID. So that had nothing to do with that. That's not relevant in that situation.
So if I walk into a bank and I don't have an ID, then I can't get my money.
We didn't say not having an ID.
No, what I'm saying is,
you said if your face changes, like if you got a beard, don't have a beard.
No.
That shit shouldn't fucking matter.
Literally, your face change. What if you a motherfucker that get a face lift?
I said, okay, I'll give you
you're
that.
different.
But I'm saying
a
month. Why? I'm saying they shouldn't have expiration dates on them. You know what I'm saying? That's what like, yo.
So let me say this. Let's look at it from the standpoint of more or less like almost like a census thing where every now and then they just want to check and make sure your ID is up to date to make sure the ID to reflect who you are, because your ID at 16 or 18 is not going to be your ID right now at 46.
So
right?
basically what you're saying is anytime you want to go there and do whatever with your ID, you think they should just do whatever.
Where's there?
The DMV. Where you get the ID from?
So you say anytime you want to go to DMV and do something with your ID. What do you mean do something with your ID?
All right, say you moved.
Okay.
So you just want to go there. I move every time. You know what I'm just saying? Just do shit and they just be like, all right, here.
Yeah.
Here with no expiration date on the ID so they can
classify
that.
What is?
So hypothetically, when you first get your identification, that should be identification for the rest of your life.
If I'm the same.
So your ID definitely. No, I know your ID doesn't look anything like your ID from 18.
Why? No, that's what I'm saying.
Because it doesn't. No. It doesn't. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like you.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying, why the fuck does that matter? It's still me.
So we know it's still you in name and but facial, you develop different. We want to know who
Who's we?
You're asking who's asking. You're asking who wants to know.
Whoever issues the IDs.
DMV want to know what I currently look like.
Nah, whoever.
No, they issue the ID. No. Let me. Let me first. Whoever, whatever. Okay. There are. Would you agree that there are entities that want to see a current ID, right, or an ID period?
I mean, sure.
Okay, so for that reason, they want to know if I'm doing business with the individual that's listed on this identification. Mm-hmm. So if the photo doesn't look like you, I don't know if that's you. You don't have a current picture. Who's this? This guy is you from 20 years. How am I to know that if I'm a, let's say I'm a bank teller or I'm a loan officer? How do I know that?
Your face has changed over 20 years, but our faces ain't changed over 5 years.
Okay.
That case, yeah, I understand.
But if you get an ID,
some people
like
have.
you said, if you get an ID at 23 and you like, yo, this is my ID forever. You don't look like you are at 45. Oh, we go about what he just said. You can't switch what he just said.
But I said about him.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you do change your face, and your face was changed over 20 years, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't. I'm saying, yeah, there should be. As your face changes, you should get IDs updated. But if your face ain't changed,
Fresh, you don't look like you look at 22.
I didn't say 22, but I still look the same motherfucker I was 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Because once again,
ID only goes every 3 years.
Let's make sure.
That's what I'm saying.
The initial conversation was your shit should not expire.
And we agreed.
Okay.
Yes.
But
now
you can't show a 20-year-old that don't even look like you. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have problems. And you're gonna argue, man, this is me. This is me. This is me. And they're gonna be like, man, that doesn't look like you. And it doesn't look like you.
Okay.
So who's wrong?
They are for making that shit expire.
Right.
But what if I
They're not wrong. The bank won't be wrong if they say that's not. Man, that doesn't look like you.
You just said all
They're
right.
not wrong. They didn't make it
You
expire.
just said all right though. You can't
was
change
terrible.
it. You said all right. You just said all right. He just said all right.
no, man, no.
He did. He just said all right.
No. Moving on. Man.
They shouldn't fucking make your ID expire. This shit is dumb. If you move or something, you want to go change it here, and it shouldn't cost me money for what? What I'm paying for? What the fuck am I? That's why my shit expired 10 years ago. I don't give a fuck. So what?
Okay.
I don't have no damn receipt.
Hey, man. Right out.
What they gonna do? I can't get jiggy.
Power
I can't get jiggy with
power
this
to
shit.
the person.
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Power to the person.
Yo, check this out though. Anybody know who Peter Spencer is?
I do know who Peter
Somewhat.
Spencer is.
Somewhat.
Okay. What you know about Peter Spencer, bro? Any one of y'all?
It's funny that you should ask. Peter Spencer.
Crazy.
Peter Spencer was a man. Let me.
You said was a
I
man.
will. Well, yeah, it was a man.
Oh wow.
Peter Spencer was a man.
Okay.
In the Pittsburgh area, black, from what I understand, Jamaican immigrant.
Yep.
He was selling. Well, let me choose my words wisely. He was killed on a camping trip amongst friends in the greater Pittsburgh area.
True.
Now,
Was he black or white?
He is a black
That's
male.
important.
He's
Okay.
a black male.
Okay.
And the individuals that he was on a camping trip with
Excuse
were
me.
of
Caucasian persuasion from the mountains of Caucasoids.
from the mountains of Caucasus. Thank you, sir.
Caucasus.
Caucasus. Sorry.
European.
Thank you.
He was on a camping trip with these Caucasoids, and on this trip they partook in various forms of. How can I say? Damn, bro.
Allegedly.
I wanted to be eloquent with it, man.
Allegedly.
But Sissy said it. Allegedly, drugs and alcohol. Various forms of drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
That's the general overall cliff notes. Now, proceed.
Nah, go ahead. You got it, bro.
Keep going.
Yeah, shit. Or unless somebody else want to pick up.
In this endeavor, the gentleman we speak of allegedly partook in a lot of various psychedelic drugs.
Call it what it is. Say it like you spell it.
Weed and shrooms.
Read your shrooms.
Let me tell my story, bro.
Tell your story.
Various.
Tell your story, bro.
That's two is very.
Yo, fuck that nigga. Tell your story.
Now,
man. Who was that nigga, bro?
In this particular situation, said individual becomes allegedly more and more aggressive or / unhinged. At this point,
What did they say? What did they say he did?
He's wielding an AK-47.
Chopper. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, I'm not gonna say. Put it this way.
Everything.
Put it this way. Put it this way. In this particular situation, I don't want to say allegedly because there are corroborated witness accounts, and we'll get into that later.
I still say allegedly.
That say that
they was all white.
There were multiple periods of rounds of ammunition fired,
and nobody got hit.
Now, the story is this. This is the story. The story is this. As the night progressed, the gentleman became more agitated.
Oh, no, not more agitated.
And more of a euphoric state. Spewing things such as, I am God.
Oh, that's... You got your credit?
Whoa. You doing too much.
I am the creator.
Too much.
I am the creator. You know, let me see. What else did he allegedly said?
Go get firewood.
Yeah, there was a growing infatuation with the fire that was, the fire that they had going. Okay. So he commanded the campgoers to gather more and more fire, make the fire bigger, make it bigger. This went on for a period of.
Now that's a fire.
Now this went on for multiple hours, where he's commanding these individuals to create this grand fire, make it bigger, like Michael Jordan in his pant legs, bigger, please. In this state, he is now firing off his AK-47 assault rifle. The campgoers become more and more in a state of panic and fear. Some choose to, let's say, sneak off into what one of the campers had brought was a converted school bus for lodging. Some of them sought refuge in there, and as the night went on, he became more and more aggressive to the point where he even commanded individuals to stay here, get down on your knees. Now, one of the camp goers happened to one of the camp goers on his person happened to
No, it wasn't on his person.
Wasn't on his person.
Nah.
Okay. One of the camp goers obtained.
He said.
He did. He
Go ahead, finish it.
He slid off.
Yeah.
And tucked a 9mm handgun and returned to the camp setting.
Said premises.
Now, the gentleman is still wielding his AK-47 assault rifle, and he is still blasting.
What was that again?
He is still blasting to this point. Okay? He is still firing off into the air. Now, at the point where he starts to tell people, you don't move.
Nigga thought he was Young Z.
Now, there's a moment allegedly where the young man with the 9mm brandishes his weapon and opens fire on this gentleman
9 times
and kills him. Now, he says that this is happening in a face-to-face encounter where he opens fire, and
Listen, I believe you, white man. I believe you, white man.
Wow.
Now, so let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. So,
I believe all y'all.
the sheriff's department gathered the witness account from the multiple individuals that attended this camp setting, and the witness accounts matched up along with another witness account nearby who gave a quote-unquote perfect account of the firearms being let off in the air by the suspect or the victim in this case.
Peter Taj Spencer.
Now,
Shout out Shannon Lolly. What's up, bro?
since then, all charges have been dropped. No one is doing jail time.
All charges have been dropped, or was any charges even filed?
Well, there are no
charges were filed. Right.
No charges. That's a good point. Let's be absolutely clear in terms of what we say here. No one was charged with any crime whatsoever, and this, in fact, was deemed a self-defense, stand your ground shooting.
Right. Good job.
Real rap.
Good job.
Real rap. Any follow up to that, sir?
I conclude in saying.
Let him cook. Let him.
Oh, okay.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
I thought he was done.
Let me cook.
Sure and simple.
Let me cook. I conclude in saying this. You can draw your own conclusions in terms of what you feel happened or didn't happen, but that's sort of the foundation and bones of this particular story. In closing, I say, walk away from this with what you want. The floor is yours, bro.
Man, it's just my opinion. Instead of old me. It's my opinion.
Your
But
opinion matters, bro.
I believe everything that
The white person said.
Nah,
Oh.
that
What?
called you a white guy.
No. I'm talking about you said earlier you believe the white people.
He just said it though.
But earlier you said you believe the white people.
What you just said.
Earlier you said I believe
I
all.
didn't say anything.
You said I believe all the white people.
Nah, but I was just going to say I believe everything that
Oh, okay.
my
True.
core just
He was there.
said to yo, you know what I'm saying?
So you feel that is
I believe
100% true,
Yeah,
accurate depiction
Nah,
of what
I'm saying,
happened?
me-
There's no there's no corroboration of the story, or there's no subterfuge going on. There's no subterfuge. There's no
Alright.
chicanery.
I'm
There's
saying,
no tomfoolery.
I can play devil's advocate on my own, you know what I'm saying? like I said, I believe that
So ain't no subterfuge. so you saying ain't no subterfuge though?
I believe, the story to me is too elaborate.
To be fake?
Yeah, to be fake.
But you don't think they had plenty of time to work it out amongst themselves?
Well,
all the white people?
You have time to work it out, but why would you say all of those things?
Such as what?
I will say.
No,
this.
hold on. What part is too elaborate? The fact that he had shrooms? The fact that he aimed a gun at us?
Can I ask
what part is elaborate?
Can I interject more?
What part is elaborate?
Can I interject more information?
Hold on, bro. What part is elaborate?
The parts when he told the girls to get down and lay down on the ground face first while he go look for the other girl. Well, he told us to lay down on the ground face first and go look for and he went in the woods and looked for the other girl. That's when the nigga
And they stood there.
got a chance.
And they waited there
That's
for
when
him?
the guy got a chance to get the gun.
But that's elaborate? Why is that elaborate?
Because it's just that no one listen.
Nobody's doing that?
If we just going out there to kill you, because that's the only reason someone else would say, oh, they just went out there to five white people.
So they should have just
went out
said,
there
he
to
pulled
kill
out a gun, we killed him.
He pulled out a gun and
Yeah, he pulled out a gun.
You gotta have a story behind it. You do.
No, you don't.
Okay, so they
No,
started.
you don't.
He got shot 9 times.
But if y'all seen,
He got shot 9 times.
But if you seen,
He got shot.
black and white, why do the white people have to have a story?
He got shot.
If that's what you're saying, why do they have to have a story?
He got shot 9 times.
Yeah, because the dude standing in front of me with an AK-47.
No.
Face to face.
So he didn't
I'm gonna take you out.
So he didn't drop into the ninth shot.
I'm gonna keep
Get the
shooting.
fuck out of
You can
here,
raise the
bro.
AK and
So he didn't drop to the 9th
raise
time.
the AK and dump.
No way in the world.
And let off a thousand.
So let's play devil's advocate. What's your
the
problem?
fuck outta here.
What's your problem with
He didn't
those?
drop into the ninth. It took 9 shots for him to finally say, "Ooh." Fuck him. Get the fuck out of here.
But I don't understand where that comes from. Why are you saying it took 9 shots to?
Because I'm asking him, why'd you have to shoot him 9 times? Because he had an AK. Okay.
Yo.
But you said
you couldn't hit him 3 times and him.
Would you have hit him just 3 times?
I'd have hit him many times for him to drop.
Hey, yo.
And that's my point. My point is, it don't take 9 shots for you to hit the ground. It don't.
Okay, so, but with that being said,
Hey, yo.
if he would have dropped after the second one,
Then I'm stopped. Why did he keep shooting for?
I would have to ask you in that state of
I
fear.
I don't even want to kill him. Wait, I don't want to kill you. You my homie, allegedly my coworker. So once you drop, I'm stopping.
So that's the question.
Why did he keep dumping? That's
So
that's
that
murder.
the gray area?
That's murder. That's murder.
What really kind of fucks it up for me is.
Yeah, that's murder.
Right. Tell them like that, son.
That's murder. You and I know someone.
Jeez.
You and I know someone who had a gun pointed at them. Right? Motherfucker said, "Yo, get in the trunk." Nah, I ain't getting in the trunk, nigga. So the motherfucker who had the gun pointed, they shit jammed. So the other nigga hit him. Boom, 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 boom. Right? It's self-defense until you hit him a certain amount of times. Now it's murder. You and I know somebody who had that situation happen to him, and they went to jail for murder. It wasn't no alleged stories. No. Wasn't no white people. Wasn't no shrooms. None of that shit. It was, yo, you shot that nigga too many times for that shit to be self-defense.
Yo, what kind of fucks it up for me is, I was like, a lot of people can take from it what they want to take from it. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, if I'm the motherfucker who's watching this all play out, like, I'm like, I didn't even really know it was a motherfucker who watched this all play out.
Several individuals.
Well, like you said, somebody actually
This was a
it was like what, five, 6, 7 people?
I don't know exactly.
So you said it was
I apologize for the misinformation, but
corroborated the story that wasn't at the site. That's what I'm saying.
Only an individual, a resident nearby that heard the AK-47 shots, and that matched the story. So a neighbor heard the succession of shots, and it matched the campgoer's story of him firing off rounds, then spewing off the rhetoric, the euphoric, being in a state of euphoria from the shrooms and the weed. The rhetoric he's spouting off, then he's firing off shots, and then he's spouting and spewing some more, then he's firing. So whatever it was, it matched damn near identical or whatever. Or it matched, let me not say identical, it matched enough to make their story, give their story credibility.
Because they plotted.
Independently corroborated.
They plotted.
So whether they walked over to the neighbor, because I know where you're going, did they walk over to the neighbor and say, hey, look, I want you to say in 3 different sessions of shots,
people when they shot 9 times, it'd have been different.
Say that again.
If they was all black, it would have been different if they shot him 9 times.
Maybe
after the same story.
Maybe. It would depend on the circumstances.
What's the circumstances? You know the story. It's the same story.
But that's hypothetical. That's hypothetically speaking. We can't do hypothetical.
Shout out to hypothetical.
All we know is this story, and in my humble opinion, and in my experience, if you shoot a nigga 9 times, that is no longer self-defense.
There's some malice behind that.
That's malice until he falls. He didn't drop it, and that's what I was going to say. Until he dropped. Until he dropped.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
What if it took 9 times?
Did I say 9 times? But I don't believe it took 9 times for somebody to drop. That's bullshit.
Can I ask something?
That's bullshit.
Your limit is until they drop.
Yeah, because if you still standing and you like this, you a threat to me still.
But that's a hypothetical. You saying this man murdered this man and you don't know if he dropped.
Right, but I do know. Hypothetical. Okay, hypothetical. It's in my opinion, it doesn't take 9 times for a nigga to drop.
What if you're?
It don't.
What if you're high?
I wasn't there.
What if you're high?
Okay. It still shouldn't.
That doesn't have any effect whatsoever.
Unless you Scarface high, but that nigga wasn't Scarface high.
How do you know?
That's a possibility.
Because he was on shrooms.
You took shrooms?
Scarface was
in the motherfucking jail. Maybe.
Shrooms may put you in a even
maybe crazier high.
Maybe. Understand? I mean,
shrooms might even give you a crazier high.
They give you even more.
Shrooms what? No. Shrooms what?
He said crazier.
That's not what you said. You said it might.
No.
What you said was. Is that what did you say? You said might.
Because I say that because I've never had coke.
Okay,
I've had shrooms.
Okay,
I've never had coke.
Okay,
so it might. I don't know.
Might. Thank you.
I don't know.
Have you had shrooms and coke? Never gonna answer that because you took too long. Don't even answer that. Don't worry about it.
Hey,
my point is,
I've never had either.
My point is, but that's bullshit.
Wait, no. Finish your thought. I want you to finish your thought.
I'm done my thought.
Okay,
that's bullshit.
My thought. This is what I'm saying. You're saying that the basis of your argument is that it doesn't take 9 shots to drop a man. It may not take 9 shots to drop a man under normal circumstances, but can we all agree that this isn't normal? He's not under normal conditions?
Maybe.
So one could deduce.
Can we?
That he
so why is it maybe for you?
The altered state.
Why is it maybe for you?
Because he don't believe the story.
Okay, I understand that. We hear that. I mean, clearly, I get it.
To me, this whole story said. To me, this whole story is allegedly. Because I think them crackers set him up.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. It's just a certain part. There's a certain part of me that's always gonna hold out like some fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
So basically,
you want to still be living. He'll still be living.
So basically, what you saying is, do you even think he had an AK?
Perhaps.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. So I don't know. So let's add this. Why did nobody else get shot? So let's erase that doubt. Let's erase that doubt. Was he? The AK-47 was traced back to him as well as the
what does that mean?
Toxicology.
What does that mean? Traced back to him.
Fingerprints on the gun.
So
your question was there an AK-47?
No, I didn't. I didn't ask that question. No, I did not. No, I did not.
I said so you don't.
And I said perhaps.
But you don't think.
I didn't say there was not an AK-47.
No, you said was there an AK-47?
Was there?
All you said, the whole story.
What you said was
they wasn't in the woods.
Hold on. You said there was fingerprints on the AK.
They wasn't in the woods.
You said that was
made up. They dragged him in the woods after they killed him in the house and made the whole story.
So that's what made that whole story. He wasn't on shrooms then.
That's what I'm saying.
But the toxicology test came back to show.
What toxicology test? It's all made up. According to him, we can't believe nothing they're saying. Hey, that's what he's saying. We can't believe nothing they're saying.
Like I said,
that's according to him. You can't believe.
Like
he said, who knows if the story is even true? Who knows if it's even happened?
They drug him out.
Was you there?
Was I there?
With so much evidence.
Was you there? So you don't know if it happened or not. Right. Just like I don't know if it happened or not.
So much evidence.
That's what I'm saying.
With so much evidence said, okay, this happened. It's still, I swear to you,
crazy.
Nah, at a certain point, you can also say, if you're looking at the same things you just said, now I ain't saying you have to, but what I am saying is you can also deduce from the situation, a black dude went out in the woods, they gave him some shit, set him up, listen to what I'm saying.
He's been knowing him for
co-workers.
8 years. He's been knowing him for 8 years.
I work a lot of
to their house. They didn't have dinners. They got
been to their house. What the fuck does that mean?
They didn't have. They go out.
So why we had stuff before?
I went out there. His family.
I said someone could deduce.
I'd like to interject something.
I went out with a whole lot of coworkers.
Oh. That's a little different.
His girlfriend was there.
His family hold.
His girlfriend white.
We not going.
I don't know where she is.
We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
His girlfriend is there.
It's piling up.
We're not going to go there.
She was white.
By saying
It's piling up, man.
his family say he doesn't take shrooms. We can't. No, we're not going to do that.
So we can take their word that he took shrooms.
Yeah,
but we can't take the police.
His family.
But we can't take the family where it said he's never done shrooms before. Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
I see where you're going.
It's hearsay on both ends.
So the toxicology test is bullshit.
It could be.
Okay. I just want to be clear.
It could be.
Cool.
Or just like you can give a nigga, just like you can put a gun in a nigga's hand and they make fingerprints on a gun, you can give a nigga shrooms.
Now I'm dead though.
Why not?
I can smoke shrooms the other day.
You don't smoke shrooms, bro. I don't smoke shrooms.
It's piling up, B Mac.
Time out.
It's piling up, bro.
Time out. So how does
It's
shrooms get in my
piling up.
system?
You know
Because
what?
I said that I've never done shrooms.
That's nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
So how do you
piling up,
take
bro.
shrooms?
I've never eat them. I can't.
You eat 'em.
digest
So-
eat nothing dead.
So they fed him. Did they feed him shrooms
I can't
while he was
digest
dead?
nothing.
Okay.
That's hard. That's hard. Man, that's hard. I don't even know if that's possible. That's hard.
I mean,
That's fucking hard. I just said,
okay, Johnny.
He's crazy.
Fucking crackers.
Okay, Johnny.
That's Johnny Cocker for real.
Okay, Johnny. Okay, Johnny.
Fuck them
Fuck it,
crackers.
I didn't even notice
That's hard, man.
But he says it with so much conviction
It's
that
power.
Maybe it did happen.
I'm questioning.
Do we know what happened?
Piling up, man. You know, come on, man. Let's bow out.
Fuck them
man.
crackers, man. Shout out Jab Penn.
Giving you the extra rent right up here.
Hold on, time out. We gotta get something straight though.
Fuck them crackers.
We gotta get something straight.
Fuck them crackers.
Going forward right there.
Nah, fuck them crackers.
Just because ain't none of us there doesn't mean it didn't happen though. Like us four will have to literally be there, my God. You know.
But that also does. But you're right. But that also doesn't mean it did happen. That also doesn't mean it did happen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We literally don't have to be there.
Check this out, bro. Check this out, though.
You didn't see it? Yeah.
I'm saying, I'm like, it's piling up.
How can you see it?
Not be there.
Check this out.
You didn't see it? How do you see it?
Bro, check this out, though. Kanye. Is he a stalker or all?
Yeah.
Is he a stalker?
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
If that's my daughter.
You don't know?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
Man,
You got, man, explain this shit.
He fit the description.
he mentally fucked up.
You know, I
But that's
used
not
to
what I
think
asked
that.
you.
Yeah.
You can be both. You can be mentally fucked up and a stalker.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
saying.
two things can be true.
So is he a stalker?
Yeah, that's what I say. He's probably stalking, but I don't look at it as like a stalker. That's because I think he's mentally. I
don't, man. I'm gonna keep it on.
You can be mentally fucked up and a stalker.
I really don't think
you
that
can be
guy's
mentally
mentally
fucked up
fucked
and
up,
a
man.
killer. He not a stalker?
Yeah, but you could be if you mentally fucked up and a killer, you ain't gonna get.
He checks all the stalker boxes.
Yeah, you might get mentally. I'm mental. I'm going to send me to the hospital.
And for the record, let me go on record. I no longer think Kanye West is crazy.
That's a different
or anything
type
like
of
that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a different.
Because for me, okay, so because the reason why I say I don't think he's crazy because then we would be attributing things such as depression and anxiety and shit like that as being crazy. And I don't want to send that message. But do I think he has some mental issues?
I mean that's been verified.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
absolutely.
That's
But we gotta be careful though. We do have to be
mental.
careful. But we gotta be careful. Crazy. We can't. We gotta.
I mean that's our words.
Right.
That's our words.
We gotta be careful.
But he had well. First of all, I didn't say crazy. I said is he a stalker.
Well, actually, we don't have to be careful. Fuck that.
I said is he a stalker? That's my question.
Yeah, we don't have to be careful.
I didn't say crazy.
I said he's a stalker,
Right.
But I was putting an asterisk by it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel as though it goes.
He's a very popular stalker.
It goes deeper, and it's because he's mentally unstable.
He's a
You know what
very
I'm saying?
popular stalker,
Okay.
He's mentally unstable,
which I think gives him a lot of leeway.
I can't give that to being mentally unstable, man, because really what I'm saying, he ain't do this to any other babes.
He's very emotional.
You know what I'm saying? He's done a
He
lot
don't
of
got
things
no
for the
kids
kids.
by no other babes. He ain't been married to no other babes.
So, can we say he's more
What you
broken hearted?
mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nah, this dude.
Fresh. You would act. Hold, time out. Fresh, you would never act the same for none of these broads. You're married. You would act different over your wife than you would act over any babe you ain't never been married to. That's common sense.
Yeah, what are you stalking them?
We're not
talking them.
But you said so. Like, why you not acting the same? You wouldn't act the same, and you're a regular nigga. Come on, and you ain't bipolar. You ain't never been diagnosed for nothing.
Nah,
you ain't lost no $1 billion abroad.
Yeah,
you ain't lost no $1 billion abroad.
Come on.
Did he lose her or did he throw her away?
I don't know. It's semantic. That's a difference. That's a difference. I don't know.
So hold up, man. Now you try to compare. No, you try to compare.
I didn't compare. You compare anybody. You said why I said he's a stalker.
No, you said why
compare anybody.
You did. You basically compared Kim Kardashian to all the other bitches. You said why he act like that with all the other bitches. That's what you said. That came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Are any other bitches his wife? Did he marry any other bitches? Did he marry Amber Rose? Did he marry any of those other bitches?
Yeah, but
he has kids by any of those other bitches.
He treated,
so that's why he would act different with Kim K than those other bitches. That's all I'm saying.
Did his mother die while he was dating?
I'm just answering that question. Now go ahead, continue.
That's
why he acts different.
To answer your question,
do you understand? Would you act different from your wife than a regular bitch? Would you act different from your wife than a regular bitch?
Probably so.
Would you act different from your wife than a regular bitch?
I have.
Okay.
Let me speak. Okay, now, as that gentleman just so passionately spoke.
Big ass.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is I'm speaking to, I said, yeah, he's a stalker and he ain't do that to anybody else. Is because, dude, you're stalking because you ain't do that to nobody else. You didn't do that to Amber Rose. You didn't do that to this bitch right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who says you're not going to, you probably going to do that to the broad from Dover. You did it to Kim K. Everybody says, yeah, that's the broad that, he got kids with and all that. I'm like, yeah, so that solidifies him stalking her. Like,
don't solidify him stalking.
Yeah, because I'm doing something different than I'm doing. Like you said, I'm not stalking Amber Rose. I'm stalking you. Because I waited, and by golly, I got me the white girl I said I was going to get.
At some point, this man has to have a moment of trepidation and say...
He has to have several.
Whoa. What the fuck am I doing here?
And this is what I'm saying. I'm like, hold on, man. Hold on, man. What the fuck Kanye West is doing is wrong on so many levels. You feel what I'm saying? For one, Kanye West is a billionaire and he has kids by this woman.
He's a very famous stalker.
Maybe one of the
Which
most
provides a lot of leeway. It provides a lot of resources and a lot of access to high class women that's just as valuable, resourceful as Kim Kardashian. If that was sort of the point that you made earlier, you said, "Oh, she's $1 billion." Okay,
if that was my daughter.
Now
I'm gonna show up in Wyoming.
2, Kanye West is stalking his babe because he's showing all the motherfucking signs of a stalker. And when really he can just go away. He don't have to find another babe. He can just stop doing what the fuck he's doing. It's not cute. He's thinking about, I want full custody of my kids. Man, the judge gonna laugh at this motherfucker. Man, you know how much money he
Let me put it out though. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, but some of his actions show otherwise that he don't want he can't handle his kids.
He can't handle
full time.
That man bought the crib across the street.
Can't handle the truth, yo.
He can't handle his kids.
Listen, he bought a domicile. That man bought a domicile.
That's a third thing.
He bought a domicile.
A what?
Across the street.
That's a third
in the same subdevelopment.
That's a third thing.
No,
that's a third thing.
Hold on, I need clarification. Did you say domicile?
Domicile.
And street as C-R in the same sentence?
How you gonna get that same sentence?
Yeah.
But yo,
carry on.
Don't mind me.
With Kanye coming right across the street.
Right.
With Kanye, with the video Easy, with the game. I kind of like the song. I ain't gonna lie. But with all the
How many songs of Kanye's do you not like? I mean, Kanye's as bad as a motherfucker, man. That's a guy.
But
yeah.
with all the familiar markings of a stalker, D.L. Hughley said, "Man, this shit ain't funny." You know what I'm saying? Nobody, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's mental or not, like, yo, you can't
stalk Fairy Vet like that, motherfucker.
You feel what I'm saying? You start threatening people.
You stalk Fairy Vet Bailey like that, motherfucker. Come
animated and motherfucking like verbally. Now you got people running up on me.
You stalk my Fairy Vet like that, motherfucker.
Like, yo, you need to apologize to Kanye West. Who the fuck is you, nigga?
Stalk my Fairy Vet like that. I'm coming to get you.
This is real live stalker. And it's almost cult-like because people behind him are following this stupid ass behavior. Like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? My man is acting whack. He's moving funny. Why the fuck is you backing this shit up? I have no idea what. Like, yo, like, what if that was your daughter, your sister, your mama?
I agree. He's stalking, bro.
I'm gonna bust his ass.
That was 3 motherfucking
This
reasons.
shit
Like,
got to stop, man.
You stalk Fairy Bailey like that, motherfucker.
This shit got to At some point, bro, it's like, yo,
and you not stalking her
let it go. Let it go, man. Well, he's kind of stalking her boyfriend because the nigga made like a video cutting him off from the head. I'm like, yo, listen.
Because I was like, yo, I remember my daughter my daughter, she was about 17 years old. She had a boyfriend. He was pretty cool. I wouldn't want him trying to bully that motherfucking dude. He was from somewhere in Maryland. I mean, he couldn't handle that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah, that's some bullshit you doing. Her and him. That's some bullshit. And you only doing this because you got, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of resources.
I be damned. You better get out there and fight for my daughter, nigga. I ain't fighting for you.
Listen.
I ain't fighting for you and her.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Nah, man, because you move across the street, you two motherfucking close to my motherfucking door.
You move across my crib. Alright.
The fuck is you doing? Cousin, I know what that means.
Well, here's the thing. Let's not. And I say this as a joke, but let's. I'm not.
Close to your kids, you ain't want to live in that motherfucking house that was across the street. I tell you that. You love him so much, you did some bullshit, got kicked the fuck out the house.
She's a billionaire. She alright. She got security around.
But no, let that part sink in. You love your kids so much, you got kicked out of the house they live in.
Because he had a mental breakdown.
Okay, so you don't love him enough to go get the help you need?
No.
Oh, thank you. Get in the car.
He got the help. That's how he got diagnosed.
It ain't helping unless you keep utilizing it.
Keep utilizing
it. Only works if you work it.
Yeah. Can't be like,
he ain't working.
He like, I got such and such. Cool, good looking.
He ain't working. He ain't listening to nobody. Obviously. Because I know anybody in his, any of his therapists or anything like that, they're not recommending him to make videos about Pete Davidson. That's him.
Pete said,
listening.
Pete
if he is getting help.
Pete said, man, I'm laying in bed with your wife.
And then showed the picture. Disrespectful.
Shout out to Skeet.
Yo, put me in the car, dog. Put me in the car.
Shout out to Skeet.
Cut it out.
Skeet, yo, Skeet a filthy motherfucker too. Now, Skeet got some comedy skits where like, whoa, bro, the fuck, whoa. Now, comedy's comedy, and like I said, take it serious until we should. Skeet got some, in light of what's going on right now, he got some edgy skits that probably not a good thing right now. So,
that right.
I need to talk about babies sucking his thumbs and shit. Skeet rough, man. Skeet Lure, Skeet, bro.
I heard that.
Hey, man, you falling right in line with them with the great Saturday Night Live comics, motherfucker. You walking that line.
I don't know about that weird ass nigga.
But we out.
Yo, I wanted to shout out, man. I was watching Uncensored.
Okay.
And they was showing Master P. Well, I saw Keisha Cole a couple weeks ago, and I just gotta say I fucking love Keisha Cole, dog. But that's a whole nother story. So Master,
stop fucking with her. That's what she said. Eve, stop fucking with her.
Yeah. Because she smacked the bitch in her face. So I want to shout out Master P, man. Percy, Master P Miller, man. Listen,
Perseus.
when I tell you, you know, and we all probably heard P's story. You know, he been around for.
Who hasn't
You know what I'm saying? So
if you're in the hip hop community, who hasn't heard, or the black culture community, who hasn't heard P?
I first heard P in I think '94 when I was in Texas. And
P has always been trash.
My man
He will
Blair
still be trash.
turned me on
He is
to
horrible.
P, Ice Cream Man, blah blah blah, and
sucks
I'm you know, as far as P's music is concerned,
He sucks ass, bro.
I'm not okay.
Ass cheeks.
I'm not a fan of his fucking music,
They came out with a tape every
right?
week.
Right. Listen, I am a fan.
Word.
I am a fan of Master P's motherfucking hustle.
They came out with
That nigga is a hustler. You hear me?
Hey, I didn't say I didn't like
That nigga's a hustler.
I didn't like his motivation.
The nigga,
Gaining
listen,
able
the nigga told his story. Hold on, bro.
Man, listen.
The nigga told his story,
That nigga had a roster of 50 niggas, and they all
and
dropped that.
his story's real,
Every one of them.
right? So right now, just to name a couple things, P got on the shelves, right? He got ramen noodles, he got rice, he got fish fry, he got soldier chips, popcorn, and cheese curls. He got LA Grape Water. He got Master Crunch cereal.
That's the crunch.
He got Moniati clothing and shoes.
Who?
To name a few.
What the fuck is that called?
Mone, and I might be saying it wrong. Moneyatti.
Now you said it right because the shit's irrelevant
Moniati.
to us.
But
To Eric.
no, it ain't it ain't around to everybody. I'm telling
I know it ain't
it's
irrelevant
not.
to everybody. I know it ain't.
Listen,
I know it ain't.
when I
said
tell
us.
you this
said
nigga,
us.
it's definitely irrelevant to me because I've never had none of this shit I just named, and I'm not going to store.
seen that shit.
I'm not going to store looking for it.
I've never even seen that shit.
But that being said, that man's a hustler, man.
Yeah, man.
That man's a hustler, bro.
Motherfucking-
He's a businessman. He went to University of Houston. He had a scholarship. He played basketball. He
Yeah.
hurt his knee, but he studied business management and shit like that. So he's not a dumb guy.
He does not suck at
He's
basketball.
not a dumb
either.
guy. He's a hood nigga, but he's not a dumb guy, bro.
He check all the way around.
He check all the boxes. I fucks with P on some you a hustler, you a businessman type shit. I don't want none of his music ever.
But you sell it.
But the nigga, I fuck with the nigga.
I fuck
Facts.
with you. I always fuck
The
with
two
those
things
things,
could be the
man.
same.
Two things
It
would be true.
Absolutely.
I fucks with P.
That he sucks as a goddamn artist.
Yeah, I
but
fuck with
damn,
P,
I
man.
appreciate your business
I
acumen.
fucks with P, man.
His business acumen.
He's a black man.
His propensity to make money.
Listen.
I still fuck with him. Me personally, as wanting to be a hip hop whatever artist, any of that. You know what I'm saying? I respected anybody who made a song that was played in a record or a club somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that's all I ever really wanted. You know, so I always respected anybody.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, that's your shit. Yo.
He put everybody on, man. He put everybody on.
You get a record.
And he took
You get a record. You get a record.
But not just
You get a
that.
You get as many
Because
records as you can produce, motherfucker.
we all hear horror stories about industry rule number 4080, right?
Yeah.
But you don't hear that with P.
You don't hear no
Because
horror stories.
P gave everybody.
Nah, I'll be out of here.
You're a horror
I heard a couple.
Okay, well let me tell you what I've heard.
Okay.
He gave everybody a crib, a whip, a bank account, and 2 guns.
Shit, hood shit that you'd have made it.
Listen,
Yo.
And you may not have been deserving of that shit. Now let me go on record and say some of them niggas wasn't even worthy of that shit because some of them records should never have been created.
most of them.
Niggas here. Eddie Griffin. He made
You got a
Master
dream?
P.
I got you.
Master P. He produced a couple movies as well.
That's an input that he has to get credit for.
Called Something Ways.
The Hood movie.
The Hood movie. Called, where Eddie Griffin, it was called Something Ways.
remember.
Alright, but Master P had made a movie. It starred Eddie Griffin, and Eddie Griffin had wrote it. I don't know if he produced it or not, but Eddie Griffin wrote it. He said, Master P so real, we did the deal. He said, we was in the bathroom. He said, P, I got a motherfucking script. This is what it is. Da 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 da. He said, yo, I'll give you $1 million for it.
Let's go.
He said, word?
Straight like that.
He said, yeah. He said, I didn't even have the script on. He said, the nigga had $1 million on.
Straight like that.
He said, nah, before you leave, make sure you get.
We gotta give him credit for that. Though. We gotta give him credit for. Is he kind of the guy for the hood?
Hilarious Ways or something like that. Look it up.
He's a boss.
No.
He's a boss. I don't know if he's the guy.
If y'all know that movie, Eddie Griffin is the star.
Time out.
No. Let me finish your thought, Fresh. Finish your thought, Fresh.
Eddie Griffin is the star, and he, like I said, that's how he said that's how motherfucking real Master P was. And if anybody know anything about T.K. Kirkland, he's like, shit, Master P. Shit. I grew up with Lil Wayne almost. I was his big homie. You know what I'm saying? So Master P is a street shooter with every motherfucking body. But there are a couple stories.
Okay, I said that I think he may deserve credit for popularizing. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that because I just said that. What I said originally was the guy for the Hood movie, but I want to rephrase that to popularizing.
What the fuck is that movie?
The Hood production movie sort of thing. And okay?
I'm saying you really can't say that because Friday was a Hood movie.
Yeah, it was. It just crossed
Friday
over.
Was a Hood movie. It just crossed over.
So hold on, wait a minute. So let's do the knowledge. Which one came out first? Which one came? I got the hookup or Friday? Which one came out first?
Friday.
Okay, well let's do the knowledge. Go ahead, proceed. I'm going.
That's what I said. Friday was a straight Hood movie. It just crossed over.
And they actually finagled Ice Cube the first trip. They was like, man, we don't even think this gonna be like that, so we'll pay for it.
And I honestly could say, I don't know if it's just me, but I got the hookup was a bootleg Friday.
Hold on.
Just with cell, they just
I meant what I wanted.
I don't think so.
You ain't got AJ Johnson.
I wouldn't call it a bootleg.
So let me look up Bout It is more
in its own motherfucking way.
Yeah, I think it was on his own merit. I think it was on his. I don't even put them in the same.
No, I
think
it was like the same concept.
Okay,
so instead of chasing two niggas around, instead of Big Worm chasing two niggas around for weed, they was getting chased. Them two niggas. AJ Johnson and P was getting chased around for the cell phones. It was like
so I stand corrected. A
whole bunch of funny scenes. It was the same concept.
Friday was 95 and Bout It was 97. So I stand corrected. Maybe we should give that credit to Ice Cube as popularizing.
Yeah,
or the first of his kind. The first of his kind.
Man, I ain't mad at
the first of his kind.
Ain't nothing like Friday.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
Proceed. It really ain't.
And it was I
stand corrected.
You know what I'm saying?
I stand corrected.
We was fucking with it like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it came out, but motherfuckers like, oh shit, we seen the movies. We seen the movies. If I'm mistaken.
At the time,
that's Boys in the Hood.
At the time, and I give Pete props for that. I got the hookup in the movies he was dropping were like big shits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was like big shits. They wasn't even really like, they was hood movies, but they was like big shits. He had big actors always in them. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit you know what I mean? The shit with Eddie Griffin. It was about the comedian.
Yeah.
About the comedian and all that. He was his brother.
Yeah,
you know exactly. He was getting high and all that. The comedian was getting high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got the hookup. Like you said, Bout It was the first really his hood movie.
That was
like you said, that came out 97. Friday came out 95. But after Bout It,
my fault.
He went big time. Yeah, he did. I got the hookup was in the movies like
you know what I'm saying? I got the, you know what I mean? He went big time. Oh, let me go get these actors. Let me go get Eddie Griffin. Let me go get AJ Johnson. Let me go get, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like Ice Cube, but it just didn't catch. Ice Cube was getting the up and new and coming niggas Friday 2, Friday 3. You know what I'm saying? But his was catching. These shit just wasn't catching. You know how
Shout out to DJ.
Was it more or less was after so after Friday, the subsequent Fridays were more production company driven, where the subsequent movies from Master P were still independent.
Nah, I can't even say that, because I'm saying if you look it up, I'm pretty sure. Look it up, man. I'm pretty sure. I Got the Hook Up. He probably put his. You gotta go from I Got the Hook Up in the Eddie Griffin joint. If I ain't mistaken, I'm pretty sure they produced by Miramax.
Let's find out.
I'm produced back then, right around that time. They was produced by Harvey Weinstein. Cause that's who did all Ice Cube shit.
Budget was $3.5 million. It's a lot of money. It made $10 million, so it made triple what the budget was.
Was it independent or was it produced by somebody?
That's pretty good.
If I ain't mistaken, I think Miramax.
That's pretty good bread.
That's great money. Shit, that's
right.
What, damn near triple.
3 times.
That's more than
That's called a hit.
I'll take it. Exactly. 3 times. Yeah, I'm good with that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's Gucci.
Yeah, if I put 100 mil in, I want to see 3. Not just 2, motherfucker. God damn it. I might only hit 120 million.
independent.
Yeah.
I got the
Shout out to
whole
Master
independent
P.
thing. Hold on.
Yeah, independent. Yeah, it said independent.
He was going for it though, man. He was going for it. I mean,
he put all his chips on the table and said, "Fuck it."
he continuously puts all his chips on the table. You know, I can't front on P, man, at all. I can't front on Master P, man. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Like when y'all said, everybody had records, whether it went wood or not. Everybody had. Man, you want a record, make you would have 2-3 records go wood. Who gives a fuck? I'm not saying who gives a fuck. Maybe like, yo, man, you gonna get some money. We gonna make money off this. It ain't about, you know what I'm saying. It's about the business. It ain't about you have a product, sell the product. You know what I'm saying?
Dimension Films. Okay, so it wasn't Dimension Films.
Okay. I remember that's old.
Release date May 27, 1998.
You might have had it on Betamax.
Crime film starring Anthony Johnson, Master P, Ice Cube, See Murder, and directed by Michael Martin, and produced by Andrew Shack, Brian Turner, Johnny Ewer, Leroy Doug, nigga named Leroy.
Yeah, that's dope.
So you know you from the hood when Leroy is in there. With Leroy.
Films, yeah, that's
Dimension Films, not small. They're not small potatoes.
Nah.
So with that being said, man, yeah, Master P, I give you props for everything
with
but
me.
music. But you just
fuck
said you tried to force feed and cram music down our throats. You tried. You tried.
Well, he didn't cram it down our throats, but he crammed it down some people's throats, and they bought it, and it worked.
Like it's not a try.
And
You succeeded.
it just didn't work on us four.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that shit worked like it was supposed to.
He popularized that pixelized album cover shit. That shit was hilarious.
He did his thing, man. But keep it pushing.
Shout out, man, Master P, man.
So check this out. So I think we talked about this maybe a few weeks ago. The Crown Act, right?
I knew it. I told you.
The Crown.
Dimension Films, owned by Bob and Harvey Weinstein, labeled with Miramax.
Yeah, that's not independent. That's big time.
That's big time.
Harvey.
That's why I said it.
Hey, Harvey. How's it going?
All Ice Cube movies was through Dimension Miramax. You know what I'm saying? It just, motherfuckers just like Friday better than I Got the Hook Up.
The Crown Act. We talked about this maybe 2-3-ish weeks ago, right? The Crown Act is a law that says you cannot be discriminated against if you have dreads, if you have, you wear your natural hair. No, under no circumstances can you be discriminated by via your hair. And it's for black people for the most. I mean, I don't know that the law says for people of color, but that's pretty much where it came from.
They're finally being held legally reprehensible for.
Yeah, because the Crown Act has been approved by Senate.
That's good.
So going
Has-
forward,
has anybody ever said I can't hire you because your hair?
yes,
Yes, absolutely. No.
Yes.
Inherently, no, not like
Your face.
oh, your hair sucks or you got dreads. I don't think it was said in that manner.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. There are examples.
There's documented examples.
There are
of that?
documented examples
Of the reason we can't hire you is because of your hair.
Can I finish my motherfucking sentence, nigga? There is documented examples.
Get your value, man. You just angry nigga.
There are documented examples
Negro from like
where
Nigerian
employers have
fucking
said,
descent, man. Like, damn.
where employers have said, we can't hire you because of these dreadlocks, or you already work here, but you will not continue to work here if you don't get rid of those dreadlocks.
Yes.
Right? Now, to your point, and I know where you're going, I'm sure there's situations where motherfucker interview like, yo, when you on this nigga with these dreads, but we just want to say his work history ain't
move
tough.
over, man.
I fuck you. So they was like, yo, we can't, I mean, we going in that direction. Ain't got nothing to do with your hair, right? But your resume, So I'm sure there's a million examples where a motherfucker wasn't hired because of his or her hair, but they said some other shit, right? And I'm sure that's still going to happen.
True.
Right? Because this law ain't going to stop the motherfuckers who hit it in the first place and said, let's just say the nigga resume. Listen, as a nigga who was a manager and who interviewed people and who had to go back to a recruiter and say, hey man, tell them we ain't hiring because of X, Y, and Z. Like, I done made up some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so you have
discriminated? Yes. Yup, I have.
You bastard.
I've discriminated for certain reasons. Absolutely, I have.
You take that damn shirt off.
Hey, nope. Fuck that.
Bastard.
I have, but it was against white people though. I don't discriminate against black people. Okay, all right. I'm rooting for everybody black. I don't discriminate against my people. Shit. Okay. But anyway, so it's now a law, but I don't know that it's going to change much because now they're just not going to say we're not hiring you because of your hair. They're going to think of some other shit. So I don't know. I don't know what difference it makes. What you think, bro?
I don't think it make a difference. Like you said, they just gonna hide it some other way.
And should we even have to have a law that says, like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I can't wear my hair, but I wear my hair. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Because I mean, at the end of the day,
it's crazy you say, do we even have to have a law? Yes, we do have to have a law because we actually have documented cases. Yo, you know what was crazy, man? What fucked me up was when the
jobs though.
Huh?
I said you consider that for all jobs.
All jobs.
So just playing devil's advocate. So a nigga that was preparing your food, you wouldn't mind him having his dress dangling over your food?
Yeah, I don't care really about that part.
You don't care?
Yeah, because dress don't really. It don't. That part to me, man, I got my own phobias about eating out and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That part. You know what I'm saying? The dude in the back may not have a motherfucking hairnet on. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen those type of things.
Now I think this is. Let's also be clear. I think this is more of a corporate, not necessarily food service or customer service thing. I think this is more of a.
That's what I asked.
Corporate. I think this is more of a.
I feel that way about any job.
That might be appropriate there. You know what I mean? Because they're safe. Because they're safety.
Yeah,
but because okay, so here's the thing. So if I'm an analytics expert, or fucking or a goddamn stockbroker, shouldn't necessarily matter if I got the booming afro or dreads or a slick back.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. There's no safety ramifications or.
In food service, I wore a hat. We all wore hats, or they have hairnets for your dreads. You know, that's nothing. But as far as anything else, where you know we ain't really worried about your hair falling off and into somebody's food. You know, anybody should be able to wear. Wear whatever hairstyle the fuck they want to wear. It's their hair. Period.
Right,
the
but
safety is an issue. I think that.
But the rule has nothing to do with like a hair net. You know what I'm saying? Like in food,
Right, that's what I'm
in
saying.
food places, you have to wear hair net.
Yeah.
It's more or less,
So having dreadlocks
discrimination
or having an
for-
afro or having whatever is irrelevant because you have to have something covering your hair anyway.
Because the thought process came from individuals who would be wearing more quote unquote Afrocentric hairstyles.
Dreads,
Right.
braids, afro, not natural.
Do the Prince curl count?
The what?
Do the Prince the perm? Do the Prince perm count?
Or
No, do the Prince perm count? Or I mean, does that count? Because I mean,
does a mullet count?
What the fuck?
the mullet.
I don't think they give a shit.
Right.
The mullet is a nasty.
Nah.
The mullet is a nasty Dixieland Southern.
But that's white people
staple.
shit. That's white people shit. So they don't care about that shit.
So if I showed up on Wall Street with the mullet,
You probably won't be the only one with the mullet.
No.
But you're not gonna be the only person.
Those type of things are.
but the white the
control.
caucus the caucus.
That's exactly what it is. It's control.
Out there
Those type of
hairstyles.
things
The
are
mullet
form
is
of
just one of them.
It's control,
The
bro.
mullet is one of them.
And conform.
It's a control thing.
It's a control thing. When you go to certain places, like why the whole science behind why people dress the way they dress on Wall Street, why uniforms are more respected than just free clothing. You know what I'm saying? People who wear different types of uniforms are respected in authority over top of other things. It's over. That's why it is. It's a control thing.
Honest to God.
It's a control thing.
Honest to God.
Speak your honesty,
I'm
man.
gonna be honest to God. Yo, I think you should be able to wear your hair. You know what I'm saying? If you in the workplace. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man. Yo, I used to hate like hell when my son used to do that spun shit with his fucking hair.
Yo, you know what I
I
listen.
used to hate like hell when that shit used to drive me fucking crazy.
It's not just him though, bro. That's like listen. What I noticed.
I understand.
But I'm just saying.
But me seeing somebody, even seeing another African American walk in a workplace like that, I would be like, yo, man, like that's just me. That you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, but I don't.
That's just me, man.
I don't know if like the average motherfucker with the whole sponge look, they're like 23 and under. These niggas ain't in corporate.
They ain't no job.
So that's not even they're not even in the conversation when it comes to the whole crown rule. They're not. Those niggas are not in the conversation. The crown rule has been around longer than these niggas been born.
I feel what you.
So they're not even in the conversation. It's
They are the conversation now.
okay.
They're the ones that's going to be in the workplace now.
They're going to be.
Regardless of age or any of that, there should be no discrimination upon
I agree.
if your hair
Hell no,
comes out of your
at
hair
all.
naturally. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just telling you how I felt about that napkin.
I agree.
That shit used to drive me.
I agree with that shit. I was at the Howard Sally's game.
I could just imagine. I could just I could just imagine a white person seeing that shit.
Well, they scared of any fuck. They don't like anything.
I know they're scared of every fucking thing
Until they figure out, I can do that shit.
But if you come around with lint and shit in your hair and your shit all crazy looking, they're really scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he don't even take care of
But
himself.
I guess it goes to appearances because
even
that
take care of himself.
guy kind of sucks. But you got the other nigga who just sponged this shit all fly, his shit edged up, he diced up nice. That motherfucker might not come off the same way.
True that.
yo,
True that.
I am
So
such
does it
an
matter-
advocate. I actually quit a fucking job over appearance. I swear to God, I did. 302 Automotive. My boss, he implemented a motherfucking
This nigga did that job 20 times.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yo. Yeah, I did.
Fuck that job.
It was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It was like everybody get haircuts, or, you know what I'm saying, every couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? I'll pay for it. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me play devil's advocate, though. I'm like, you know me. What if I don't want to get my hair cut? You gonna say I can't come to fuck in? He was like, I'm saying. I'm like, what the fuck you mean I can't come in this? I ain't got a haircut? So you don't want me to be the motherfucking manager?
You got crown acted at a
Long time ago.
What was it? What was it?
I was like
You got crown acted.
Long time ago.
You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
you got crown acted. That's crazy.
Like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, yo. I was like,
black man.
You got crown acted by a
black
black man.
man. He was like, yo, I'll pay for it. I was like, yo, I don't really care.
He got tired of the stuffy. Like, nah.
Yeah, he was like, I'll pay for it.
Look,
I was like,
man, look at bummers watching the cars.
I'll pay for it.
Let me so
But I'm
listen.
like, I don't feel like going to get that shit. What
But
the
the
fuck
job
you
description.
Nah, he Googled like, is there a crown act yet? Can I do that shit?
Oh shit.
I can't make
Wasn't
this shit
none then,
up,
so
man.
he was legal.
Nah, that
can't
probably
make this
had
shit
more
up.
to do with you looking crazy.
Statute of limitations.
That nigga
the
said,
fuck?
man, look, bro. You
But
got
yo, I can't. I walked off. Man, fuck this job, man. What the fuck? Yeah,
But
straight like that.
I'm saying, I'm just asking, was he wrong? Did you look scruffy?
Oh shit.
Nah, here was my argument was I said I don't care. I'm cool with you paying for my motherfucking haircut. I'm cool. I said, but what if anybody just say, yo, I don't feel like getting a fucking haircut? That motherfucking day, it's been 2 weeks. I don't feel like getting a fucking haircut. They just can't come and fuck in. Will be looking at you a certain type of way, and you like, man, well, you know, these are guys, but you know, I am homeless. You know what I'm saying? I am on the run and these type of things. You know what I'm saying? You employ me. This is real shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't got a chance to go to the fucking barber shop.
It was scruffy.
Listen, Shane.
It wasn't me. I said, I'll take the motherfucking haircut. I said, there's people who ain't going. They don't want to go. Nigga, I ain't got no time for that shit. I'm on the run for real shit.
All right, we out.
True. So check this
Fuck
out.
out of here. We out of here.
So listen,
I
check this out.
Fuck that, John.
A 45-year-old woman came to the hospital complaining
Oh wow, here we go.
of the typical lower UTI, urinary tract infection symptoms such as leaking. Oh shit. Hold on. But doctors were left stunned when scans revealed there was a glass inside of her bladder.
What? Come on now.
Hold on.
You said a glass?
A glass. It was encased by an 8-centimeter wide bladder stone, which are normally so small they're hard to see with the naked eye. The woman revealed she had used the drinking glass as a sex toy a number of years before. Hold on. Hold that thought. Listen. Evidently. Hold. Evidently, she had inserted it into the urethra, which is where the women pee out of. Not her vagina. The urethra. Rather than the vagina. It was there for 4 years.
That part. Please, man, come on, man. Can I get a record scratch? Bring that back one time for your mind.
It was there for... What the fuck? Hold on, there's more. Hold on. So,
I'm not touching
the risky activity involves inserting a glass or object into the urethra, the tube that the urine passes through. So this is a known thing. It's known as urethral sounding. It's some kind of S&M freak shit type joint.
You believe that, man. You believe that and don't believe the shooting.
Yeah. Cause I got pictures of this. They got pictures of this. They got pictures of this. I didn't see no pictures.
What kind of fucking world we living in?
I didn't see no pictures of my man getting shot
Hey,
and shooting first.
I don't know if that's in there.
I ain't see no pictures of that. I take their word. I'm gonna take their word for it.
Please please. What else is with this, man?
I'm gonna take their word for it.
What else is with this, man?
I'm gonna take their word for it.
I believe you.
They murdered that nigga. Fuck what you talking about? And she murdered her urethra, nigga. She murdered her urethra, nigga.
Hey, yo.
Fuck that shit. What you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Freak? What? That's an understatement of the year.
4 years?
Freak like
what the
fuck?
What's her name? What's her Twitter name?
Oh shit! It's shot glass.
Oh Lord.
Man, she got
Shot glass
man.
underscore puss.
Glass mommy.
Underscore
mommy.
underscore puss.
Get the fuck
Nah,
out.
listen.
Hey,
Nah, yo.
she is a fucking dumbass.
Yo, that's real. Yo, that was real shit.
How the fuck? What the?
I think-
How did
wow.
she? What her urine?
Yo, don't worry about it.
pee regularly
Yeah.
was interrupted.
Interrupted.
Come on, man. What kind of?
That's crazy.
I'm not touching
Come on,
that.
That's
that's-
hey. Yo, check it out. Moving on. Nah, hold on. 4
I'm
years.
saying so.
4 years.
All right. Let me just ask you.
No, go ahead.
I'm-
No, hold on. Go ahead. That's that shit. That's that shit. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years.
So what makes her after the 4th year be like, all right, let me go get this check?
Cause she started like having
Discomfort.
discomfort and you know what I'm saying urinal.
4 years?
Yeah.
You start hurting after 4 years?
Yeah.
Some shit had formed around it.
Yeah. It formed a bladder stone.
Yeah, she had some shit.
Her pussy built for it tough. Nigga, mind your business. What the fuck? What's up with you?
Yeah, I
4
got a
years.
You got a whole glass in your
Yes, and I take dick.
You ain't peeing.
And freak. And she take dick.
You ain't peeing.
She a freak.
Yeah.
4 years. You ain't peeing,
4.
bro.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You a dirty whore.
Dirty whore. Yeah. I mean, nobody ever denied that. She a dirty whore.
Dirty.
What kind?
Yeah. Dirty whore.
Foul bitch.
Dirty.
Hey man, shot
Foul,
glass
dirty.
mommy, man. You was
Foul bitch.
filthy.
Follow her on shot glass mommy underscore
That bitch.
shot glass.
Don't follow.
on all socials. Shot glass mommy underscore shot glass.
She
rough.
rough. Stink.
She gonna give you
What it smell like? What it smell like? Shot glass?
Foul nigga.
She gonna give you something, and it's not the regular like Johnny Grill or clap. You know what I'm saying? The
You just washing the glass out.
Right, you like, yo, she gonna give you like,
You just washing the glass out.
like,
I ain't
what
touching
the
that,
fuck is
bro.
this,
I ain't
man?
She was washing the. You just washing the glass out?
You just wiping around the glass.
Around the edges?
Hey, you ain't.
Unbeknownst to her, unbeknownst, how you forget?
You was a foul whore.
How do you forget?
She fell asleep.
You don't forget.
Nah, but hold on.
She might have been under the influence.
Nah, fuck that. Shrooms. She was wiping around the edges of the glass though. She was on the shit. She was on
Woke up the next
shrooms.
morning and just went about her business.
She had to be on shrooms.
Unless she ain't have an
Dirty
LK.
whore.
She is a dirty whore. She knew that was up there the whole
I know
time.
some
You know,
dirty whores like her.
Oh shit.
how do you not know that's there? You feel it.
Well, maybe not.
Or do you?
Maybe not.
Or do you?
Maybe not, bro.
Have you ever had a shot glass in your urethra?
No,
Then you don't know, nigga.
nigga.
You don't know, nigga.
I know. Even the.
That bitch
Do you know? I know where my urethra is.
Nah, cause you sweet. Cause you sweet. She got a tough pussy. You sweet,
The
nigga.
official 1212.
Sweet, nigga.
You know my.
Hey man, we out.
My description of what happened.
Well, I'm not
Shit.
touching this one. I'm gonna leave this one.
I know what
This out of my wheelhouse.
She's slipping hard.
This out of my wheelhouse.
I
I'm
ain't
gonna leave this
mad
shit
at her,
alone.
but that's.
This outside my
shit.
wheelhouse. I'm gonna leave this alone.
I wouldn't fuck you. You gonna give me something?
Listen, I'm gonna leave that.
Hey, yo, listen. So
Give me something dish related.
Senate talking about a bill where they gonna just get rid of daylight saving time.
I'm not talking about this either.
What y'all think about that?
It's out
So
of my will.
now Arizona right now doesn't have it, so Arizona time doesn't go forward or back. It stays the same.
Cool. That's the.
How y'all feel about that?
Me myself, I always like to think that I like the maximum amount of daylight. They give us that. It makes sense.
Okay.
I don't want to have it be 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning. The sun is just coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, time out. Do you have to say a.m. in the morning? Isn't a.m. in the morning? I'm just curious.
You right. You got
So
that.
9 a.m. You can just say 9 a.m. as opposed to 9 a.m. in the morning. Right? Okay.
You're a dick.
I hate that shit.
You're a dick.
I fucking hate
Right,
that shit.
you know what I'm saying?
I fucking
You're
hate
exactly
it.
the
I
whole
fucking
person.
hate when a motherfucker say 9 a.m. in the morning. Bitch, 9 a.m. is the morning. Not you, bitch, but 9 a.m. is the morning. Yo, like what the fuck?
Hey, yo,
fuck you
man.
mean? 9 a.m. is the morning, bro. Why you gotta say 9 a.m. in the morning?
Hey, my
Like,
man.
nigga, what the fuck? Nah, I wouldn't call you a bitch. I would call you a bitch, bro.
Hey, my man.
This guy's a dick.
Hey,
Yeah,
my
but for
man.
real, I'm just saying.
I'm not touching this one.
No,
I'm not
yo,
touching
in
this.
the morning.
I'm not touching this one either. This is out my wheelhouse.
My baby is 1 year old. Bitch, first of all, bitch, it's 1 year. Like, come on, dog. 1 year old. My baby 1 year old. My baby 23 months. Bitch, she won. My baby 23 months old. My baby 1 year.
I don't know where the fuck we got you this motherfucking babies from, man.
That's bullshit. I'm
You
sorry.
know,
I'm sorry. Proceed, sir. That's my bad. It's my bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
Yes, we are. 100%. All the time.
Yeah.
This is the Fire Nights
Yo,
experience.
for real? Nah, for real.
That's what we do.
For real. 1 year old. Like, come on, man. Like, one.
This is a legitimate peeve, though.
Bro, what? My baby 1 year old.
My baby 34 months.
Bitch, you say $1? Like, bitch, what the fuck?
Yes, some people do. It's weird.
That's dumb as I would smack the shit out of somebody over here and say $1. Yo, you got $1 I can hold?
Don't say $1 to this man. You're
Yo,
gonna trigger
whoever
him.
talk like that, I don't even trust them.
That's
You're gonna
you
trigger
feel
him.
me?
Yo, if you say $1 instead of $8,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I don't trust
You're right, that's a good point.
Mental note to self.
But definitely not one but definitely $1.
Who the
not
fuck
ask this
Or
man.
$8
comes up to you and say, yo, let me get $1. You be like, yo, let me get $1.
or let me get
$1.
right, but if they say
You don't say, let me get $1.
But if they say let me get $1.
Man, I don't trust you. You working. You working.
Oh, they said let me get dollars. $1.
Nah, you working.
Damn.
You working. $1?
Yeah.
Nah, you slow. You retarded or something.
Well, this is my baby
I
one.
say $1.
Nah, but this is my baby 1 year old.
I don't know. From the hood. I just think he bonded.
That's dumb.
Yeah, we dumb.
Nah, who? Who the fuck is with? Shit, you a motherfucking lie, nigga. Shit, you dumb?
Yeah.
You dumb?
So you
Nah,
He said you from the hood.
Dumb.
He said you from the. He said we dumb. The hood.
I don't know.
You dumb, cuz?
You fuck with dumb people?
Who?
You.
Dumb people?
Yeah.
I don't. Not on Wednesdays.
Only on Wednesdays?
Not on Wednesdays.
Why? Every
Just
other
on
day?
Tuesdays.
Only on Tuesdays? Nah, I'm just saying.
Hey yo, listen, man. Nah, on some real shit.
I'm pretty sure you fuck with a lot of bitches that talk like that.
I've never had sex in my life. I'm a fucking virgin.
Come on, man. You ain't always been married.
Yo, hit me
You ain't always been married.
hit me with the
man.
Yeah.
You know?
Sports don't.
B-ball or football.
I don't give a fuck. So what's down receipts?
Oh, you don't give a fuck. I don't give no damn receipts.
Football.
You want to go football?
Yeah.
So let's go football. We gotta go
That's
football.
what was sketchy.
I think your man sleep.
We need the black.
Yo,
They got great cover.
yo.
They got great cover.
Hey yo, I think your man sleep.
Oh, he daydreaming over there. He get his Zen on. It's Phil Jackson on. He get his Phil Jackson.
He's zen. Look, he's zen. Nervousness and tenderness setting in, dog. Nervousness and tenderness setting in. Hey. Oh shit. Yo, listen, man. Deshaun Watson.
Yo,
Should he be? Hey, do you think, bro?
Listen, I was completely wrong about that.
Okay.
I didn't think he was gonna ever play again. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I said it on this show. I didn't think he was gonna ever play again. It's still up in the air, you know what I mean? Because we don't know if he's gonna get suspended and what's going to go on. But
So should he be able to play? Because right as it stands right now, Deshaun Watson got what, $230 million?
240.
240. I'm sorry, $240 million.
All guaranteed.
All guaranteed.
No. Guaranteed.
Okay, my bad. All guaranteed.
Yeah, all guaranteed.
So if the league decides to suspend this man, he still gets paid.
Cool.
So, but I was watching what's that show? First Take. I don't like Stephen A. Smith, but I was watching First Take today with Stephen A. Smith or yesterday. I don't know what it was. So Molly was like, look, he shouldn't be able to play because granted there's no criminal charges, there's still 22 assault cases out there or potential civil suits out there. So the NFL should step in and say, boom, 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 X, Y, and Z. You can't play till blah, 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 blah. And I don't know how I feel about it.
Hey,
how y'all feel about that?
Hey, yo, they always, you know what's funny, man? They always want to be on some bullshit and be talking some old, well, innocent until proven guilty. All right, well, he just was innocent in criminal court. Why the fuck he can't go back to work?
True.
Everybody else, motherfuckers be like, I got court Tuesday. Nigga, you got shit pending. He ain't got shit pending.
True.
Now people don't, you know what I'm saying? People don't look at it like this. Like, what if some of, if not all of, some of those, those cases, they get thrown out because they was insufficient criminally and civilly.
Great point.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody looking at that point. Like all these 22 women, yeah, that did sound excessive. You know what I'm saying? They was calling up almost anybody, or it could be looked at. They was calling up almost anybody who had any contact with Deshaun Watson. All I say was, I always thought it was funny at the time, and he was the model Houston fucking Texan.
Tone Washington was.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? Until he wanted to trade, and then this shit came out. So
North Side? Cool. I don't know, man. I mean, the Browns took a hell of a gamble, man. With shit still pending in terms of the civil shit, and with the amount of money that they heaped on this man.
Shout to
it was almost like that. They said, "Look, man, we just gonna give you an offer you can't refuse." Like, because he had a no trade clause, could have very well not gone there. His intention was to go to Atlanta and New Orleans, but Cleveland pressed the issue and basically said, "We're gonna give you an unprecedented contract."
He had a couple spots. He said, "I'm not going to."
What were those?
Philly and DC. He said, "No way, I'm not going to those places." But continue.
That's fair. That's fair.
Absolutely.
That's fair. Like that's nigga, I'm trying to leave Houston and do something. Do something with my life. What the fuck?
Nigga, you definitely don't want to go to Philly or DC, nigga.
Shit.
Motherfucking
Houston was way out. We got Denver,
especially when you got a problem, niggas is bad spots. Bad landing spots.
Problem.
Let me go to
bad landing spots,
motherfucker. On to Cleveland, motherfucker. Shit, let me go lay low for a little bit.
They said Cleveland must got a hell of a motherfucking massage parlors out there, bitch.
Hey, yo, nah, I just find it real odd.
Should he play? Should he be able to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that. A lot of people try to equate that to the Ray Rice and other shit. I be like, man, people don't be understanding, man. Look, it is what it is, man. It's always been business. Anybody said it wasn't what it was. If your talent and all that, goes with what it is, you gonna play.
True.
If you not in jail and you were talented as a motherfucker, you gonna play. Unless the public say, nah, we can't, not him. All right, but he can't play. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Deshaun Watson hasn't been charged with anything. This motherfucker's out here and killed people a couple months ago. Still on the roster.
A couple months ago? Goddamn.
Shout out to Vegas Raiders. I'm just saying.
Well, that guy's not on the roster anymore. That guy is.
Nah, somebody on their team. Nah, well, yeah, okay, Ruggs, yeah.
Talking about Henry? Henry Ruggs?
He's Kaputski. He was Kaputski last year, my friend.
Going to jail.
That guy, you going to jail. Look who's going to jail.
Like I'm saying, Alvin Kamara, he got an active charge for beating some fucking body up at All-Star week. Pro Bowl weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
So how about the contrast?
He
How about the
suspended though? You talking about niggas that's a nigga that's out the league and a nigga that's getting suspended?
How about the contrast
What
though?
example was that though?
For niggas who hit on women as opposed to niggas who
They all
gamble,
getting suspended first.
as opposed to niggas who gamble and they get suspended for the whole year, at least the whole year. Gamble on games where they weren't even playing. And they didn't gamble.
Gambling. I look at gambling totally different. I look at gambling just like pretty much
I've never
the NFL
understood
does.
the shit. So
Okay.
that whole gambling thing, man. I'm sorry, man. This is
Even though it's hard, not even you.
the whole gambling.
If you knew that everybody in the NFL was gambling, would you just gamble? You like, well, I mean, would you look at it like, man, everybody ain't out there? You feel what I'm saying? You like,
I don't even know what you
exactly.
mean. No, I don't know what you
If you said it's okay for everybody, for people in the NFL to bet on NFL games, and you knew it, I know I couldn't look at that and be like, oh yeah, that's real.
Well,
Okay.
So what do you like? Oh,
People
man.
already think it's rigged and not real, even without
Right.
that Ridley shit that just happened.
So
now I've seen
in the
questionable.
NFL,
I've seen Ridley catch footballs and run
Can I ask
questionable
y'all a
routes.
question, though? What's the difference between regular season football and playoff football?
Do we have to
one
answer
is the
that?
playoffs,
Winner
and
go
one is
home,
regular
or-
No, I'm just
season.
saying, like, they say that the level of football is different.
The
Like in
stakes.
basketball.
The stakes. I mean, the stakes because it's
Winner go home.
or die.
For football, especially.
Alright, so now I go back to I'm asking you that. Doesn't if you change your level of football from regular season to playoffs, doesn't that fuck with the integrity of the game?
Who changed their level
Without
betting?
If any team, if your intensity level heightens up just because it's playoff time, and you didn't play that way in the regular season because it's just regular season, isn't that fucking with the integrity of the game?
I don't think so.
Why?
So
You're
you
not
saying
giving it all every game?
So you saying
You're
really
not giving it all every
right?
game.
So what you saying
That's
is
fucking with the integrity of the game.
so what you saying is Randy Moss taking off a play because he said I didn't play hard every play. You saying that's fucking with the integrity of the game?
Is it? Is it?
I don't think
I'm
that
gonna say
is.
this. I'm gonna say
I don't
this.
think that is. But that's a gray area. I mean,
Hold on.
that's a good argument. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not going as hard as you can go, and everybody, if I put it like this, if you set a baseline and you say, okay, well, you gonna catch 5 catches, 100 some odd yards a week, and then you know, and you do that, and you just walking through, you're like, damn, well, we already asking a lot of you producing. You can go to another level. Damn, we didn't know it. You already at an elite level.
In the context of what you're asking if a team half-asses it through the regular season and then quote unquote turns it up during the playoffs. Does that fuck with the integrity of the game?
Most teams ain't.
I'm gonna say on like you said on the baseline level. I guess we could say yes, but the question here is, we're talking about human nature as opposed to manipulating, because human nature. Okay, we can say for years like a LeBron James may have coasted through the regular season and then tried to turn it on during the playoffs. But then now you have to ask the question of the integrity of the game in terms of saying, now I have a vested stake in what I'm betting on. So now my outcome.
But that could be, invested stake could be a regular Friday night game that I have betted on, and LeBron is fucking up the integrity of the game because he's not playing as hard as he did when Milwaukee came to town.
Who's betting?
It don't matter who's betting, but
You don't think? Do you think? Do you
it
think?
don't matter
Hold on.
Is LeBron James betting or are you betting?
Hold on.
Is LeBron James betting or are you betting?
It don't
Because you're betting on analytics.
fucking up
LeBron
the-
James is betting on a direct impact to the game.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
But LeBron James will still give you a baseline.
You betting on
7
analytics.
and 7, so you couldn't tell if he was pussyfooting it or not. Unless he told you.
You put history tells me that LeBron James going to dog it these last 25 games, and I'm because that's ultimately what Vegas does. And numbers, history tells me X, Y, and Z. So that's more or less. That's not fucking with the integrity. Now, if LeBron James bets on, well, I think that my Cleveland Cavs or my Miami Heat gonna finish. 10-10, and history says, "Oh, bro, you've been finishing 10-10 X amount of years." A little different because you have a direct effect. You're actually in the game that you're betting on, so you have a direct effect on the outcome of the game. Which at that point, analytics has nothing to do with anything. That's you. In actuality, driving the analytics. You're the reason the analytics are the way that they are, and you're profiting from it.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Or no?
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But who's to say he's not betting on the last 25 games that he knows that I'm going to be dogging it because it's the last 25?
If I'm LeBron James, you're betting for me. You're betting for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're betting for me.
That's what I'm saying. But you're not playing. But
we don't know. We don't know, I guess. We don't know. We don't necessarily know.
Well, one thing I do know is LeBron has never cheated the game, whether he cheated it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Well,
cheating is only cheating until you get caught.
But that's what I'm saying. Whether he was out there half-assing it or not. Whether he was half-assing it or not, he had full-assing it production.
You feel what I'm saying? Your hamstring injury.
That peculiar hamstring injury.
I'm just saying. Speaking of which, that's the reason why I say you shouldn't be able to bet on basketball.
Speaking of which, Mr. LeBron James.
Before we go there, March Madness.
We still talking about. We're right here.
No, we can still talk about because there was a lot of switching quarterbacks.
It was like quarterback bingo. It was like quarterback bingo. Just bad. That line, Russell Wilson.
It's a lot of money being dished out too.
Man, yeah,
it's a lot of cash being doled out.
And that Kobe cat, they got the stimmy now.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, they say I got the juice now. I got the stimmy now.
Can I just say something? And let me say this, man, because I had a lot of respect for a guy, man. And right now he has turned into pretty much the biggest fucking dickhead I've ever seen in sports, man. Had a lot of respect for the man and Aaron Rodgers, man.
Hey, Rod.
Bro, and I make no bones about my affinity and my appreciation for that man's arm talent and what he can do with a football.
Ron.
But bro, so let's set the stage here. Son said, all right, I'm gonna stick you up. I'm gonna hold everything up.
It wasn't even that. They had enough money for Devontae. They had enough money for everybody. They didn't want to play.
Let me say something. They
said he already knew Devontae was going to Raiders when he signed.
Devontae was all they knew.
Let me talk. Let me say something. Let me talk.
True.
There's a motherfucker who retired and said, quote unquote, well, in my opinion, this shit is bullshit. That's all you niggas do? Is make PB&Js and fucking sing songs all day?
Fuck these kids. I'm going back to work.
I'm not with this shit. I'm going back to work. Fuck this. Hey, you got these little motherfuckers? Hey, man, I'm out.
They call that nigga Unc in the crib.
So hold on. This guy consistently takes less money to win. When everybody's looking around and saying, well, damn, how does he keep fucking doing it? This shit's not rocket science. He's taking less money to build a better team. No, I don't want to talk. Let me say something. Let me talk.
I can rebuttal that, though.
Let me talk.
Nah, because the money ain't the issue. The money not the issue.
Let me talk.
The money not the issue. Because like you said, he been taking all this money. They just been getting beat. They went to the fucking finals the last 2-3 years. It ain't because they didn't have the fucking talent. We got here. We just lost.
Some would say because of him.
It don't because of him. It ain't
Some
because
would say.
So how do we get to the point that people don't want to play with him?
That's what but the issue is saying he's taking all the money, whereas though they can't get the talent to get to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But they get to the NFC Championship game, 2 of the last 3 years? They've just lost. We've got beat.
So the ends justify the means. Like, we're getting here.
We're getting here. The talent that we're getting, along with Aaron Rodgers, is getting us to the NFC Championship.
Y'all trying to tell me he knew Devontae Adams was going to the Raiders?
That's what the word was. I wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't.
That's what they said.
Devontae Adams notified him. He
already knew.
They franchised him.
Yeah. Well, why do you franchise a guy? Because you don't have enough cap money to sign him under a normal contract.
But then when they got the money from Aaron Rodgers, they reworked the deal.
Well, you can't rework. If
they had enough sign outright to sign.
He never signed a franchise tag.
He never signed.
Right, and he gave his reasons why. But my question is, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't break the bank, is there enough money for Devontae Adams?
Perhaps. Mm-hmm. But even if Aaron Rodgers does break the bank, we've seen in the last couple of weeks that there are ways to structure shit so that X amount of dollars goes into your bonus or / guarantee, which doesn't count against the cap.
Yeah, that's always been the case. That's nothing new. Yeah, that's nothing new.
Exactly. That's nothing new. Which is exactly what the Browns did with Amari Cooper's contract once they restructured it. So it's like, regardless of how much bread they gave Aaron Rodgers, there's always a way to keep somebody else around.
Go there. Like they said,
they could have kept him
in his speech leaving Green Bay. He didn't even thank Aaron Rodgers. A quarterback I done played with for 4 years. I don't even mention you.
I thought that spoke volumes.
Yeah, that spoke volumes.
To me,
that spoke volumes to everybody.
I agree.
This is the only quarterback you ever played with.
I didn't know that.
This is the only quarterback you ever played with.
I agree.
In the NFL.
I didn't know that.
I happened to listen to a Greg Jennings interview. Right?
Yo, Greg Jennings said,
"Did you listen?" Go ahead. I was doing a Greg Jennings interview. And he said his last season with Green Bay, it was week one. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Man, I was, I think I'm open." You know what I mean? He said, and I didn't get the ball. He said one of the defenders from the other team said, "Yo, man, why didn't he throw you the rock? It's your contract year." He said, and Aaron Rodgers heard him say that. So Aaron Rodgers said, "Why don't y'all come get him at the end of the year?" He said, I was like, "What the fuck? Oh, wow. What the fuck that supposed to mean? Like, nigga, I'm on your team the rest of the year."
So
I'm already thinking that you ain't trying to give me the rock. Now you pulling it.
What was my opening argument, though? I said I had a lot of respect for you, but it turns out you're a dick. You're a dick.
That's why
you're a dick.
Niggas just don't like him.
You're a dick.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's so ironic. It's so ironic that the two all-time dicks played in Green Bay.
Because Favre was definitely a dick.
Niggas just go there and be a dick.
Yep.
Because they're thinking about watching. It's Green Bay.
That can't be shit.
They know they watching because they always good.
Them niggas
they always good.
So they thinking about watching. It's Green Bay.
Brett Favre is Brett Favre.
Yeah,
I'm a star. Brett Favre is a star.
This ain't no Ricky Dick franchise.
It ain't stopping
star. This is
I do what I do.
This ain't no Ricky Dick franchise, man.
I said they think ain't nobody watching. Like, we in Green Bay, like, motherfuckers is watching. They thinking nobody watching.
Can't be the case. Can't be the case. But Devontae Adams, man, do your fucking thing, man. Now that is his college quarterback.
What you think about Matt Ryan in Indianapolis?
I think Matt Ryan's a bum.
That's a good signing for the Colts.
Think he a bum?
Yeah, I don't think Matt Ryan's that good.
Because what they got.
Carson Wentz?
I never have.
He better than Carson Wentz.
He better than Carson Wentz. But
I'm better than Carson Wentz, nigga.
So Carson Wentz was one game away from the playoffs.
What's your point?
You ain't been one game away from the
Alright, so
playoffs.
I'm asking you.
I haven't missed the playoffs either.
So do you think Matt Ryan can get him in the playoffs? You think he can give you a better record than Carson Wentz got?
Perhaps.
I think so.
Because you're betting on the best of. You're betting just like we betted on Carson Wentz's MVP caliber years. You're betting on my man's Super Bowl status years.
Yeah.
That's what you're betting on. You're not betting on the fucking 18 pick Matt Ryan. You ain't betting on that guy.
Right.
You betting on a return to form with a better cast and so on and so. Because the NBA, in all sports, is all about what? Upside and potential, right? True. That's what it comes down to. That's what we here for. Upside and potential.
He passed that though.
Well,
He passed upside and potential.
You know what? To me, it just comes down to I don't think he would have made the critical mistakes that Carson Wentz made to not get them into because they was in the playoffs, and I think Matt Ryan, I think he can get them in if the same circumstances play out the same type of way. I think he can get them in as opposed to Carson Wentz shouldn't be.
He's had a monumental collapse. 28-3. That guy was quarterbacking at that point. Let's not forget that. So he's capable of the monumental collapse as well.
That's fair.
I mean, ultimately, because like I said, ultimately you're betting on the best of. You're not betting on, career numbers go out the window. What you're hoping for is you're looking at because you got a dossier at that point.
True.
Matt Ryan is what? How old is Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan's not a spring
30
chicken.
something.
Matt Ryan 30 something.
So with that being said, you have enough of a book to say,
He got probably the best or the second best running back in the league, the best offensive line in the league,
and that's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at. You're saying we give him this, we get a return to the Super Bowl year, Matt Ryan, or not even that, or Pro Bowl Matt Ryan, which is enough.
I ain't even saying Pro Bowl Matt Ryan. All I'm saying is he will not make the critical mistakes that Carson Wentz made, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what
they're banking on.
That's what they bank. That's what I think
that's what they banking on.
Like, yo, man, we was right there, dog. Everybody else did their job, except when you had critical, mistakes.
Who else was somewhere? Trubisky
to the Steelers.
That's interesting, man. That's
a non-factor to me.
They went to the playoffs with a rusty Big Ben.
Well, from that perspective, we can never bet against Mike Tomlin, the greatest coach in today's football.
They went to the playoffs.
Yes, I'm saying that.
Big Ben.
Fuck Bill Belichick. Mike Tomlin is the greatest quarterback, the greatest motherfucking coach.
I'd take Trubisky over a Big Ben right now.
Yeah, you
have to. Big Ben is retired.
You've seen 3 years. You've seen 3 years of a really bad Big Ben. So
right, we just want a functioning quarterback,
and he wasn't a functional quarterback. Period.
One of them that was kind of well. I was going to say that. I was like, maybe he's found his role. That's what I'm saying. That maybe he's found.
Interesting signing. I think Marcus Mariota still has a little left in the tank.
I like the weapons he got because he can get out the pocket. He agile.
I just like him as a quarterback, to be honest with you. And it's a weird affinity I have with Marcus Mariota. I haven't given up on Marcus Mariota. I think he's
somebody else. Who else? Quarterback move.
Jameis signed to stay in Seattle.
What do you think about Carson Wentz as a commander?
We're betting on the best of Carson Wentz and his familiarity with NFC East opponents. That's what we're betting on. And we're betting on giving him the best receiver and, for all intents and purposes, best receiving core that he's ever had. And we did give up a league low in terms of in the bottom 5 sacks in the league. That was a dug out stat. That's what we bet on. Because at the end of the day, if you're asking me, if he doesn't have a bad last 2 games. We're not even having this conversation. But the raw numbers in terms of, it says 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Top half of the league or top quarter of the league. I'm going to say top quarter of the league in QBR and percentage, as well as saying, although you may have had Jonathan Taylor, okay, compared to what we do in our scheme, you may fit our scheme better than you. What you do best is what we're asking you to do. So fit. I mean, I know the scuttlebutt. Carson Wentz is trash.
Now,
hey, man.
I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's trash. Meaning,
Well, he has enough information to support the people with the trash talk. I ain't gonna ignore that.
I would say let me kind of finish. I don't think he's trash talent wise. I kind of think, and this is what I'm saying. This is what kind of hurts.
This is his last
Carson
stand.
Wentz. It's his decision making in some critical moments. Like you say, 27-7, but I can probably tell you 5 or 6 of those picks they were in very critical. Like, wow, he threw that ball right then and there. Those kind of picks. Like, wow, that guy was triple cover.
Yeah.
Wow, those kind of picks as opposed to just tip balls and all that kind of stuff. And those are the type of things that kind of stood out when I see.
So what the fuck are you doing, picks?
YOLO, like, yo, dude, and people say like you're talented enough to run away, get away, or you're supposed to be smart enough, or you say you show enough smarts enough to throw the ball away. Why the fuck is you throwing that ball like that?
So maybe, and we're banking on as well as this too. This is his last stand.
I got y'all winning the division.
For to me, for multiple reasons. Number one, because there hasn't been a repeat winner in the division in multiple years. And then let me line my reasons up, though. I'm gonna line my reasons up. We got the benefit of that sweet third place schedule. Let's get it. Sweet third place schedule. Sweet third place schedule.
Get the Jets.
No, not necessarily got the Jets, but it's a third place schedule. And a lot of times the schedule don't necessarily pan out how it is, but it is at the end of the day a third place schedule. And that historically, a fourth place and third place schedule, the third place schedule tends to, lean more towards a rise to the top of the division. That's just historically.
That's fair.
So I'm all in. Hey, man, look, man. I'm all the fucking, man. All day, every day, man. I'm all in.
Can I go there?
Go there.
Like I said, I like y'all to win the division. I like Carson Wentz with y'all because, for the simple fact, I think this year y'all defense is going to be back to what it was. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all defense is going to be back to what it was.
I hope so. I want to draft a young bull. If Sauce is available, I'd like to have Sauce at 11, but I don't think so.
That's what they hoping to, and that's what they thinking.
I'm hoping.
With a Carson Wentz, now he got Indianapolis at 9-7. They was 9-7. With the costly mistakes you said, 5 of those 7 interceptions was crazy interceptions. With a defense that I think Washington will put on the field coming back this year.
In that division.
Those costly mistakes can be made up for. Because that defense.
Now that is interesting.
Well, you're hoping on a return to form.
Yeah, I'm just hoping on. Yeah. I'm projecting. I'm just projecting. But I got faith in the defense and niggas y'all got. You know what I'm saying? And
That
Chase
part is
come back
fair.
right.
Come on, Derek Stingley.
You know what I'm saying?
Derek Stingley, Devin Lloyd from Utah. I take both of them.
That was something I considered, but I was like, they didn't have any major injuries on Indianapolis's defense.
Some of those games,
he had a pretty good defense, and it was him giving up. Like, wow, dude.
Some of those
you know what I'm saying?
Lost. I think he could still win with that Washington defense. So I see them going like 11, probably like 11-6.
What?
In that division.
I see what you're saying, but I guess what I'm saying is Carson Wentz had almost the equivalent to the defense you say he gonna have now.
In a different conference, a more quote unquote the AFC. Can we both agree that the AFC is the more the perceived more talented division?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so the margin for error is much smaller. Your margin for error now has increased in the NFC East.
At least, in the NFC East, yes.
Okay. Well, and he was one game away from the playoffs in the West,
right?
The AFC.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the thing I'm saying. Seeing it the same way, but looking at it differently.
And by me saying that, that's why I gave him 2 more wins in the NFC East.
Does him having
2 more wins, 9 wins in the AFC. I could say that's 11 wins in the AFC.
So does him having a winning record in the NFC East mean anything, or that's just
to me, man, a lot of stuff don't really mean anything. Okay. He might come out and have an MVP. I don't predict it. Right, you know what I'm saying? He might come out and have.
We projected it.
Yeah, you know. I don't project it. I don't really foresee it. I really
come in this year and Trevor Lawrence could be lighting up the league. And you know what I'm saying?
Right, you know, but from what I'm seeing,
dropping.
Speaking of which,
you know how it is. You know how it is in the NFL.
You go out on a limb and say that might happen. Them niggas, they make some moves.
You know what I'm saying? Tyler Murray, what he gonna look like?
That's my favorite football player. Come on back, baby. I need you. You think so?
The Rams had what?
He moving.
Oh yeah, he threw one of them funny ass. He threw one of them funny ass right now. Yeah. Like yo, you moving real unfamiliar right now. You moving real unfamiliar right now, son.
My friends.
He was running around like pop. Oh, that shit was weird.
Oh, JP, you like Carson Wentz? All right, I heard that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I like him for Washington.
Good luck with that.
He's the best quarterback in that division.
So listen.
Nah.
Man, he better.
I want Dak. Give me Dak. Give me Dak.
That kid ain't throw it past 20 yards, man.
I think
they gonna be hurt because we got the bull white. He gets all the underneath. He ain't gonna be hurting.
Listen. Moving on. Let's get to some of that hoop action, man. We got the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
My pick still in it.
It's the NCAA.
Let's go Arizona Wildcats.
Coach Sinatra. Wildcats. Coach P. Sinatra. Huh?
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The madness.
The madness is upon us. Full madness. My boys escaped.
Everybody escaping.
Yeah.
Everybody escaping.
Thank you, Jeremy Roach. I appreciate you, bro. As long as you stay aggressive, as long as Paulo stay aggressive, we okay. When y'all play like.
You had a young boy that got injured, man.
Showed me something the other night.
If Jeremy stay aggressive, you know when Jeremy get into that paint and he stays aggressive. We all know NCAA in basketball is about what? What is it about?
Guard play.
It's about guard play, man, more than anything. You got the most talented forwards and bigs and shit like that. Unless you have
Jabari Smith, he ain't do nothing.
Unless you have a generational guy, I'm sorry, man.
Hey, yo, hold on. Before
Jay Knight
could be.
You spoke of Jabari Smith from Auburn.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, man.
I picked Arizona. I picked Auburn in the beginning. Then I went with Arizona. We can look it up on the tapes. I picked Auburn before that. Said I didn't like the homer. Then I went with.
I went the homer route.
But shout out to Isaiah Wong. Oh my God,
unguardable. Rob
posterized.
Rob's gone.
Y'all want to see a dead body? You want to see a dead body? Oh my God, and they still dancing. It's not my boy, man. It's not my boy because I thought Arizona wasn't as balanced as I thought they was.
On his head.
I said,
hey man, Big Blue Nation, man. Damn. Damn, Big Blue Nation.
Who talking about Kentucky?
Yeah, Big Blue Nation.
St. Peters. They said Shahee Holloway going to Seton Hall. You know that coach Seton Hall coaches with the Maryland.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
He said it at the press conference the other day.
That's a no-brainer.
He was like, they let the world, like, man, yeah, you know what I mean? They might see, this probably be my last game coach.
That's a no-brainer. That makes sense. Because,
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's because it's.
I'm not coaching at St. Peter's. I mean, it's a certain level of safety there.
I'm going to see.
You know, if that's where you going.
I mean, I go to Seton Hall just because it's Seton. It's not St. Peter's. But what I'm saying is,
Seton Hall because of that check.
Right, but I was like, I cannot expect the same amount of success at Seton Hall that he has at St. Peter's.
No, Seton Hall not no. Seton Hall.
I cannot expect that. I will not expect it. Not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying, but I ain't saying it's just a.
Seton Hall has had a very decent level of success.
But nah, I can't say that. I can't say that because of the guy. When you can find talent at the level he found talent, you can find talent at the level.
And it's evident,
the level that he gonna be at.
It's easier. It's a little easier to recruit at Seton Hall than it is at St. Francis.
It'll be easier.
Yeah,
he could find, and as we see, he could find talent.
Because none of them guys was, I think, even 4-star recruits.
They said none of them was. They said none of them was recruited. 3-star. They said
so. That's tremendous. Did they in the Sweet 16?
Did they win their conference?
Yeah.
Right. It's a little easier to win whatever St. Peter's conference than it is to win the Big East.
You knocked out the top 2 seeds
in your
bracket, right?
You're gonna have that St. Peter's talent.
What I'm saying, if he had that same talent at Seton Hall, he might not get in the dance.
You're not gonna have that same talent.
You're not gonna have that same talent.
You're not gonna have that same talent.
The lure at Seton Hall is a lot better than St. Peter's.
You got to pick a talent and your Shaheen Holloway.
Now
you know some of these guys.
Yeah, you didn't have
any. You could get them.
You didn't have any 4 stars. You might get 3, 4 stars. You might get that 5-star that wants to stay home. You might.
Nah, you might have a relationship with 5-star niggas, but you just worked at St. Peter's. Now I'm working at Seton Hall. I know these AAU niggas. I know y'all. Come on. I'm here now. Come on. We ain't got to go here. I'm here now. We going here.
We can rock out.
Yeah, you can see he knows
New Jersey University. For the most part.
He went there.
And I did it myself here.
Yeah, he went there.
It's a different animal. It is a different animal. I can attest.
The MAAAC.
I can attest to saying this because
it's players.
It's a parallel. Because when you
I'm not going to get a 2-star player. Nobody from Seton Hall is going to be 2-star. Nobody.
Because I can attest to saying when you're recruiting under a different umbrella, it's a lot different. Mm-hmm. Because when we made the move from non-shoe program to quote unquote partial shoe program, it was a different level of attention. Mm-hmm. It's just different. It's just a different level of exposure. Mm-hmm. And you going from mid-major to major conference. Mm-hmm. That in itself lends to different level of players.
Got you. I got all of that. But what I'm saying is, if he, I ain't saying he can or can't. That's neither here nor there. He probably will. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, it's not a slam dunk with him. I was it's not a slam dunk for him going from whatever conference it is to the Big East.
It's not
a slam dunk.
I agree.
You know, even with 4 or 5-star player recruits,
because now you got to deal with because now you got to go against other 5-star.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's like
basis where you might not even make the tournament.
But that's
what I was saying.
I like to go into the fight with the best talent I got.
Absolutely.
Every time.
No, I understand that. But
I've proven I can beat the best talent with marginal talent.
Now give me the best talent.
Now
give me the talent y'all got.
And with that, like you said, it does come a grind of a conference grind. Because it's a different grind. Because when you're in the Big East and you got that 20-game grind against conference,
may not
even make the tournament.
Right. But, you know what I'm saying?
With that being said, the hope he's got a window now that he can capitalize on. He's got a window.
True. Like, can he be in that large from Seton Hall? Now you coach.
That's the
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Can you be, or better yet, could you be in that large from the conference you came from? You know what I'm saying. Without just
he can put it this way. He's proven that on just a coaching standpoint, a coaching level, that he can outcoach some blue bloods. He's proven that. Now, whether it's something we can say, can we say that that's a long-term thing, or is it just a moment?
In 2 games, I'm saying 2 games. You know what I'm saying? In 2 games, he's outcoached some teams that a lot of people didn't think he could outcoach.
He fucked up 70% of the brackets in the country per ESPN.
Coach, that's what I said. That lets you know he can coach and he can find talent, and I can coach it up.
We'll see about that.
With that being said, let's move on to some Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl. We got a milestone, man. Mm-hmm. The chosen one is now the second all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
That nigga's the second leading all-time scorer in NBA history.
Yeah, I don't really.
What does that mean? Oh, well, go ahead. Since you start, what does that mean?
That number, like them numbers, because I don't even really, honestly, I never really paid attention to that number, because at the time, like you said, he's second. I can only tell you right now who's first, second, and third.
Mm-hmm. But what does it mean? What do you being the second all-time leading scorer mean in the NBA? What does it mean in the grand scheme of things? What does it mean?
It means you was a great player.
What does it mean to you?
To me, it means you're an awesome fucking scorer, a great fucking NBA player. The second all-time leading scorer in NBA history is nothing to sneeze at.
Right.
It's nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? If it was that easy, it'd have been a lot of motherfuckers that could do it. Whether you just score 50 a night or you just score 30 a night for 20 years, it's only 2 motherfuckers that can do it.
What is that more of a testament of?
All right, cool. All right.
What is that more of a testament of?
Like, I heard what he said. So where you rank Karl Malone at all-time greatest?
He's great. He's
20?
great. He's an all-time
player
great.
Or just his position?
I don't know. But he's the third fucking leading scorer in NBA history, and that's nothing to fucking sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? Rating him as an NBA player, I don't know. He may be top 20, maybe top 25 somewhere. That's not nothing to sneeze at either.
Who after Karl Malone?
I don't know.
Like I just said, I only know and at the time, I only knew the top 2. I only knew Kareem and Karl Malone. But now that LeBron passed Karl Malone, I know the top 3.
Oh, I knew more. I mean, that's
who are they? I just asked you who 4 was. Who after Karl Malone?
We got Kobe. You got Dirk.
4.
Yeah.
But like I said, I wasn't that record really doesn't matter to me.
To me, it don't
matter
to me. I'm gonna tell you what it means to me. When you're the all-time, you start approaching that ladder where you're in the top 5 all-time leading scorer, speaks more to longevity than it does to me in any regards of anything else. It speaks more to longevity and durability. That's what it speaks to me. Because at the end of the day, I don't value scoring on total points. I value scoring on average and efficiency. That's just how I look at scoring. I look at scoring from a standpoint of efficiency, and what goes into that is average field goal percentage in games. Because you can play a lot of games and score a lot of fucking points. That's just how I look at it. Is that right or wrong? I don't know. Some people may look at that and say that means a lot because he's the most durable, one of the most durable motherfuckers you've ever seen. That may weigh heavily on other people. I'm not gonna say they're wrong, but that's just how I look at it. When I look at those all-time, like Kareem being the all-time leading scorer, I look at that honestly like that's not a feather. That's not a feather in the cap. It's an accomplishment. Well, it's one of those. It's because when you get into that level and we start saying, well, who's all-time greatest? It's one of those things that can be used as an argument for you, but it also can be used as an argument against you.
Well, look at it. You can look. This is one way to look at it. Will Chamberlain had it before Kareem, and he didn't play as long as Kareem. So that was dominance. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay, well, that's efficiency. This is this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't come up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like 6. You feel what I'm saying? Melly said he forgot. I'm like these. When it comes to scoring, like, and you said, and the second point I want to make it, you know, when it comes to scoring and durability, it's been people paid 20 years. They ain't got half the fucking points LeBron got. They ain't got half the fucking points Vince Carter had. Motherfucking Robert Parrish played 20 motherfucking years. People forget that those fucking points. So I say a lot of people.
You never in your life regarded Robert Parrish as a scorer, though, in no way, shape, or form.
And a lot of people don't regard LeBron as a scorer, so that's why they sneeze at it. I'm like, well, hold on. First of all, you don't regard him as a scorer, and then he got the second amount. Something got to give. So this is, but people just sneeze at it like it's easy. And I'm like, it's other people who play 15, 20 years that don't have half the points as these other people have had. So durability plays a part in it, but you also have to score the motherfucking points as you being durable. That's the part of like, yo, it's been played. PJ Brown played I don't know how motherfucking long. Popeye Jones played how motherfucking long. What I'm saying is they don't have the fucking points to be in any conversation when it comes to points. But you have to score a lot of buckets, whether you did it efficiently or over a long period of time, to have that many motherfucking buckets, period.
Okay, so
period.
So if we play in target practice and I got a Uzi and you got a 9mm and I fire off.
Yo, you named 2 niggas who wasn't in the
score. In the what?
They wasn't in the league.
They're not in the top 40 all time.
Who ain't? Will Chamberlain?
Popeye Jones or PJ Brown.
That's what I'm saying. I said, but they played very long times. That was the point I'm trying to make about the durability. I was like, yeah, it was durable. That was the point I was trying to make about Robert Parrish. You didn't regard it as a scorer, but he played about 20 years. 20 years. And he's a Hall of Famer. He ain't got the fucking points LeBron got. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day,
so you hold that accomplishment in very high regard.
Because you have to do it. You have to, whether it took you 20 years or 10 years, you still have to put the ball in the bucket that many fucking times.
So if I told you that it took me 25% less games to get to X amount that you got to, how do you value me then?
Good brother, I just told you. If you have that amount of points, 30,000 motherfucking points.
Is he answering my question? You're still talking about the over. I just asked you a specific question.
I'm sorry,
if I told you that, let's say the benchmark's 30,000 points.
Yes, it is.
And it took me damn near 200 less games to get to 30,000 points than it did you. How do you feel about me? You got more points than I did.
That's how I feel about it. I have more points than you.
That's it.
That's how I feel. I have more points than you. You should have stuck around or did whatever better, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because to get 30,000 points, people think like you can average 12 points, 15 points. Nah, you can't. So you know what I'm saying? Like no, even when
you just value the raw numbers with no.
I value them both.
You can't value them both because if I told you that I averaged more points than you and it took me a shorter time to get to the benchmark than you did, you still value the guy that has more points.
Yeah,
because you value the raw.
If I was at the top of the heap and you average 50 for a season, I'm still at the top of the.
So if I got a 9mm, you got an Uzi, and we aiming at the target.
I'm at the top of the target above you
with 1,000 shots, and I hit that motherfucker with 20 shots.
Nah, you don't have as many bodies as I have. That's what I'm saying. You see, you got all this Uzi and all this efficiency. You still ain't got the body count I got.
9mm.
You making that in? Yeah, you got a 9mm, and I got a motherfucker whatever, and I still got more bodies stacked up than you. That's the analogy you make. You got your Uzi, right? I still got more bodies stacked up than you. You said, oh, I got more bodies off this gun.
No, when I
efficiently.
Mark, game's over. I walked away. You still shooting, right? You still firing
Because I can. Because I can.
I hit the target.
Because I can.
If it's a game and I hit the target, game's over.
Nah, but it's not just a hit the target. It's a motherfuckers. It's not just 30,000 and I stop. Motherfuckers did what they could do for as long as they did it for. It wasn't I hit 30,000. It was over. It was no.
That's what he
That's
asked.
what I'm asking.
And that's what I
So
said.
you don't value efficiency in any way, shape, or form?
No. I value the raw numbers more than no. I did not.
You value the raw numbers more.
That's what I'm saying. More. I didn't say I didn't value efficiency, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you at the top, you're at the top. You're like, okay, well, number one means nothing. I'm like, number one means number one. When did number one stop meaning number one?
When you splitting hairs among greats.
Okay, when I'm number one, when did number two become better than number one?
When you're looking at the minutia of the situation and you splitting hairs. When you talking about, we're not talking about LeBron James as opposed to Jamal Crawford, right? We're talking great amongst great. So there's a level of splitting hairs, just like it's win percentage and things of that nature. If we're just simply talking raw numbers, then yeah, I can understand your perspective. You're not wrong. It's just what a person values in terms of what they're categorizing. Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
True, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And I never said I didn't value efficiency. I just was like, but if I'm number one and you number two, I'm number one.
Right, according to you. According to you.
Okay, maybe Kareem don't have the most motherfucking points in NBA history. Maybe he don't. Maybe he don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's better than, like, he's got the most points.
Okay.
He's got the most points.
So, by proxy and just numbers, he's the greatest player of all time.
No, I'm not saying that.
He's the greatest scorer of all time.
He's a great scorer, and if I had to say that, I'm like, yeah, he's the greatest scorer of all time. He has the most points.
Okay.
He has the most points.
That's all I want you to say, because your argument is going down that road.
Yeah.
You're trying to make caveats for your argument is going down that road. It's the totality of the accomplishment.
But I would actually say
Can I interject?
Please.
How can you call somebody the greatest scorer of all time if he did it in 30 years and I did it in 20?
Because he got more. According to Fresh, I got more than you.
That wouldn't be the greatest scorer of all time if I could.
No, it is. According to Fresh, it is. Because I got more than you. That's bottom line. I got more than you. He's not wrong. That's just how he values.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. I got more than you. Just simple
the
way.
greatest scorer of all time.
I got 10 billion. You got 7 billion. I got more than you.
If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar averaged 12 points for 70 years, that's different. But he didn't. That's what I'm saying.
We're talking hypothetically. We're talking.
I am talking actually. He averages 30 points. He averaged 20 some odd points, just like the other people. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh no, you have to be a great scorer and do it over a long time to amass that many motherfucking points.
The top 5 and 10 guys in scoring, they're all great scorers. So what is the difference? Is there? So it's just once you're in that realm, it's just whoever got the most is the greatest scorer.
To me, yeah. I mean, yeah. And that's he is the greatest.
Is that how you value?
Nah.
Because I don't value it that. You value it that way. But you're not wrong. I'm not wrong, and you're not wrong.
And actually, I would
better score than Kobe. Just because he got more points, I don't think he had better score. And they both, like what you say, they both top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
Yeah,
top
I don't think he had better score than Kobe.
Okay.
You think he had better score than Kobe because he got more points?
Mm-hmm. Kobe can score the ball so many different ways. I know he can, so many different ways. He didn't do it more times than Kareem. And actually, there is one person I say that's a better scorer than Kareem, and I would say that was Will Chamberlain. You know what I'm saying? I would say Wilt fucking Chamberlain. Until you put up 50 and 50, I don't give a fuck who it's on. Them motherfuckers is real live motherfucking people. That's a real live destroyer.
But even Wilt don't have more than Jordan. That's wild. That's wild. He don't have more than Karl Malone. So with that one, so in one hand you praise an accomplishment, but you'll ignore the accomplishments of others. You said, and you averaged 50 points in 1 year. You find that accomplishment in high regard, right? Mm-hmm. So okay, so you take that accomplishment on its own merit, and that's the only accomplishment you appreciate.
Yeah, because nobody else has done that, man. What are you talking about? That's 50. Ain't like 37 and whatever else he did.
But there's a guy with the highest point per game average. Just didn't play as long.
Okay.
If you're a numbers guy, I mean, it don't take much to realize.
But see, you trying to extrapolate things out, and if I get
you have to.
No, we don't have to.
Split the hair.
When you played, you played when you played. You played when you played. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what's funny? Dr. J has 30,000 points, but they're like, nah, he only got 18 in the NBA. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. You don't give him all the ABA. Like, nah, we don't. Okay, that's a whole nother league, but he got 30,000 professional points. Like, nah, we only counting certain shit. So,
like, that has nothing to do with the price of fucking bacon in China. It doesn't have nothing to do with anything. Raw numbers, you saying because he has more points than he has more points than everybody but one guy. He's a better scorer. I said that lends more to his longevity and his durability, but not necessarily scoring. I don't think that says that he's a better scorer because there are other indicators that are more stronger indicators.
Michael Jordan is in the 30,000 point club, and he actually played when to LeBron's age.
But you saying in your analogy, he's not a better scorer than Karl Malone. In your analogy,
because he doesn't have more points than
Karl Malone.
Who don't?
Michael Jordan.
He didn't even have more points than Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, so in your analogy, he's not a better scorer than Karl Malone.
Yeah, those other guys, so they got more points.
You gonna stick to that? Or you gonna sit here and stick to that? Michael Jordan is not a better scorer than Karl Malone because he doesn't have more points. Are you gonna stick to that?
Man, dog. If you have more, this is what I'm saying. I've been saying, if you have more points, man, regardless of how you get them,
points. You probably played longer, like you said. You probably played longer than me. That don't mean you're
no problem. You did because the numbers tell me.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. If I have the highest point per game average in NBA history, and you have more points than I do, there has to be some reason why you have more points than I do. And the obvious answer is, well, you must have played more games than I do.
All right.
It's not just all right. Because two things can be true. Like you said, I have more points than you. That's the raw numbers. But
that's not only what I'm saying. I'm trying
to figure out what you're saying.
I'm saying the raw numbers, and y'all keep saying, the raw numbers. I'm like, you're missing the point that you have to score a certain amount of points over a certain amount of time to get to a certain level of points. And I'm like, yo, that's the point. Like, Michael Jordan played when he was 38 or whatever LeBron's age is. He wasn't scoring the ball like LeBron.
Okay, so let me give you something. I'm just gonna give you something. Okay, so
he wasn't, and that's what I'm saying. He got more points than him.
Hold on, Fresh. Understand this, okay? So NBA games needed to reach 30,000 points. Wilt Chamberlain only needed 941.
Okay.
Mike only needed 960. Mind you, Mike missed the season and he retired for 2 years.
Got you. He could have turned an ankle in one of those seasons.
Could have.
Just like he ain't got the could have points that you're trying to put on. Proceed.
I'm not trying to put anything. I'm saying no. Okay. What I'm telling you is, even without the retired season, multiple retired seasons, and the injury season, it only took 960 games to get to 30,000 points.
Cool.
Kareem took 11,001 games to get to 30,000.
1,100.
When you look at these numbers, 960 games as opposed to 11,007 games, who took longer to get to the milestone?
The guys you said behind Jordan.
No. Who took longer? LeBron James took longer to get to 30,000 points.
Yes.
Why?
Because he played more games.
No. Why did it take him longer to get to 30,000 points? Because he wasn't scoring as many points. What?
What? Man, you saying that like that. You said it like...
I'm saying like that because God... 960 games to get to 30 grand, and then 1,007 days to get to 30 grand. I'm scoring more points than you.
I'm scoring more points than you.
Dog, you keep making this seem...
You're more durable than me, or you play long. However you want to phrase it. But at the end of the day, my scoring average is higher, and to get to that milestone...
I'm scoring more points than you.
But you didn't score more. The numbers clearly say you didn't score more points than me.
Did they play the same amount of games?
No, and that's the point. You keep saying about the games and all that. That part has never mattered. That's something. Oh man, that point, motherfucker, might take you a lifetime to get to $1 million. As long as you get to the $1 million, you're like, oh well, I got there 20. What are you talking about? Like
960 where they was at.
Okay.
And Jordan was at 30, and none of them.
How you feel about the playoff race?
They
Where we at?
nowhere near 30.
Where we at in the playoff race? How we feel?
Just look at that shit though. Jordan took 960 games.
Can we all agree that LeBron has not missed any significant time, right? Because that matters. It matters.
He did miss significant time.
When?
Last year. Or 2 years ago.
I'm talking 30,000 points. You're talking like last year.
Nah.
I'm talking about guys in the prime of their career. But
that matters. You know, that matters. He played the games he played. He got the stats he got. Stop trying to say he woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. He played the games he played.
This is not a woulda, coulda, shoulda. This is an actual fact that it only took 960 games to get to 30K.
Yes, I gave you that.
No, you didn't.
I did. I said everybody behind Jordan took longer. I said that.
No, you just said that.
I did not. I said everybody you said after Jordan took longer. I said that.
So that means he's getting buckets at a more prolific rate than anybody else, right? Besides one guy. The guy you praised for having a 50-point average season, right?
Yeah.
So I stopped playing. You keep going. That speaks more to your durability than your scoring prowess.
Cool. And that's what I'm saying. All right. You wasn't around, I was around, motherfucker. You left, I did, motherfucker. What? You know what I'm saying? I got more than you, motherfucker. Now some people take it that way.
We just saying I got more than you, then it goes back to, I got a lot more shit than you do. I got a lot more shit. Because if it's just about more, then now that argument could go left the other way. I got more than you, if that's the case.
But the one thing I keep saying is, and keep being left out, LeBron is leading the league, probably going to lead the league in scoring this year.
He may very well.
And this is what I'm saying. We don't know you keep saying we don't know what Jordan would have did. He sat out. But we do know what Jordan did when he was this damn age. He wasn't this damn good, and he wasn't scoring as good.
That's wrong.
So we can say
that's not true. That's not
He
true.
was this age, and he was not. This is what I'm saying. I'm like, oh man, he was this age or even older, and wasn't producing like LeBron is right now. So I'm like, LeBron.
Even with that, it still took you longer to get where I got.
He could have fell off those 2 or 3 years. That's what I'm saying. Because he was like,
He could have fell off.
Yeah, fair because he wasn't.
So how do you explain me leaving the game, coming back, and still leading the league in scoring?
I'm talking about after he retired and went to the Wizards. He wasn't the same motherfucking Jordan scoring all the fucking points. LeBron still is. People like, oh man, he's still scoring a bunch of fucking points. He's still scoring a bunch of points. He's going to lead.
They're in ninth place.
We talked about scoring. He's up.
Okay, I'm not gonna throw that in there. That was a cheap shot. I ain't gonna throw that in there.
He's still scoring a bunch of points, man.
Where are we at playoff wise, man? Because we in a stretch run.
Did that 960 to that 1107? That's like 3 seasons.
Let me see.
Points.
LeBron in shape, right? He in
3
shape.
seasons worth of games.
Let me say this.
Season of games at 30 a game. It's a lot of buckets.
I'm just saying. It said it took Jordan 960 games.
Right.
It's only 82 games in a season.
Right.
Well,
That's 200 and some games that he.
Let's go. Worst case scenario. Mike gets hurt. We know in that period, LeBron didn't get hurt because that 30,000. That's he surpassed 30,000. That's just a milestone of 30,000 points of only certain guys that had it.
Yeah, okay.
So with that being said, he didn't get hurt in the quest for that 30,000. He literally just got hurt crossing 30,000 over into 32 or whatever happened, 31.
So let me ask you this. So since durability has nothing to do with it.
We didn't say durability there.
But okay, so speaking on that point, if LeBron averages 30 motherfucking points for the next 7 years, he's still a great scorer. Like, oh no, like who the fuck is still getting 30 at 47? That means nothing. Oh, that don't mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga got, you feel what I'm saying? That means nothing. Like
no, it doesn't.
Nobody has ever done that.
No, let me. I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything. What I'm saying is you have to take it for what it is, and what that is that's a testament to your to be able to continue to play. That's an accomplishment in itself. That's a feat. That's a feat.
At a very high level too.
Yeah,
say that as well.
At 25, to me, elite scorers average 25 or better. You're not an elite scorer, in my opinion, if you don't average 25 or better. And this guy, for his career, has averaged more than 25, but it's not better than the 30 a game that Mike averaged, and that is the best. Period. That's the best
in a season. In a season.
Ever.
Not career. That's career average.
Career average.
That's career average. He's the, as far as career average, yeah, he's the career average in score
points
per game. Okay, got you. Per game. Got you. Per game.
Now with
that's what he's trying to explain.
So
per game, I'm the leading scorer NBA history. I score more points per game than anybody.
I don't have your durability,
but I
no. That's clear. That's clear because you're playing longer than I've played. So naturally, if you're averaging 25 and I'm averaging 30, your durability is going to allow you to accumulate and amass more cumulative points.
And that's what he was saying.
That's a feat. It is a feat. It is a feat. Absolutely, it's a feat. So because you don't score that many points without having that kind of durability. And if you notice, Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played well over 15 to 18 seasons. You have to have that kind of durability to be able to amass that kind of points.
You're right.
Kareem played 20, right?
We're talking about a nigga that played damn near the 60s.
He played 20. Kareem played 20.
That nigga didn't retire until like the late 80s.
89, 88. 89, right?
But I know we see it differently because I also say it
we
like
don't see it differently, bro. We don't see it differently. It's just a preference. It's a preference.
Right? Because
don't confuse the people in saying we see it differently. Because neither one of us are stupid. We're not seeing it differently. We just appreciate different things. Let's make sure that we're clear in the specificity here and the minutia. We appreciate different things. We don't see it differently. I understand exactly what you're saying. You have to be a bad motherfucker to score that many points over that many years. I am not disputing that. So we don't see it differently. We just prefer different things. You may prefer a donkey. I may prefer a double D. That's all. That's all it is. You ain't wrong, I ain't wrong. That's all it is. You like a donkey, but I like double D's. That's all. Where we at the playoff race, man? Where we at? It's this stretch run. Stretch run. How you feel about the Sixers, bro?
We're in second place, I think.
Second place.
Well, we lost last night. 2 nights ago. So now we won last night with Tyrese Maxey.
For those that don't know, the T-Wolves have passed the Lakers in the West for, what is it, 9th place?
Well, see, we with that we need San Antonio to wake up. Not saying that like that, but that would we need them to jump up if they gonna get the Lakers out of the whole playoff situation. You know, the play-in playoff situation. I think they're just gonna be in the 10th spot. I really
the Lakers.
Yeah. I really want San Antonio. I want anarchy. I would really like for San Antonio to dig down deep and knock them out of the 10th spot. I really would like to hear that. I really would like to see that. I would.
So with that, man, in closing, man, it's late in the hour, man. It's late in the day, man. The Fire and Ice podcast, man. Again, I hate saying the Fire and Ice podcast. The Fire and Ice experience. This is an experience, man. Support the experience on all platforms, man. TikTok, Fire and Ice Crew, Instagram, Fire and Ice, Facebook. Support the movement, man. Support the experience. I want to give a shout out to the Concert Crew podcast, man. I had the opportunity, man, to join in on them guys, man, over the weekend. The most comprehensive music review show on the internet, bar none, period. You either gonna get it from them or you're gonna get it from the horse's mouth, and that's the youth. That's just how I feel. So I had a pleasure of rocking with them guys, man, and it was a hell of an experience. That episode will be coming out pretty soon. Check out the latest episode of Real Talk with our brother, man, Hani Salam, man, brother to the show. Real impactful individual, man. Real Talk is always good shit, man. Good shit. When you see those episodes come out, man, those are the rawest, the purest form of what's going on with our people, man, on a political and a social level that we can get in terms of our plight with the powers that be, and our mind state in terms of where we should be. Real Talk is literally real talk. Real talk, directed by my boy, man, 100%, 100%, man, raw in its purest form, man. Real Talk, man. Peep out that Real Talk, man. Don't just look at it and say, okay, that's a whole different vibe right there, man. Real Talk is real talk, so peep that out, man. Studio 7, man. Studio 7 coming at y'all soon, man. Full studio, state-of-the-art equipment, man. Green room, shoot your videos, all that stuff, man. Studio 7.
Yes,
peep it out, man, on Instagram. Reserve your spots.
Website now. So, you know what I mean? Studio7.com. Go ahead and check it out, man.
All that, bro. Real, it's real things going on, man. Real things going on. The Fire and Ice experience, man. Would like to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all could be anywhere, man, but y'all rocking with us. We truly appreciate it, man. It's getting late, man. Closing thoughts, bro.
Man, I like to say, man, I love y'all up there, man. I like to say, yo, my homie coach, man, get well, man. We're gonna get back at it. We get back out here, man. You know what I mean? I like to, man, just say, man, love to the Newton Hammond family, man. Man, East Side all day, man.
Yeah, I second those thoughts, man, and love on your people, man. Love on your people. I always tell people, man, I don't keep it real, man. I keep it fake with you because I'd rather just keep it inspirational. I'd rather keep it fun. You know what I'm saying? Spread love, man. It's enough things to hate and enough things to bring you down. You know me, I'm always laughing and joking and smoking. Love y'all.
Take us serious, man, till we serious, man. With that being said, man, once again, another shout out, man, to Dr. Terrence D. Newton, man, Eastside's finest, Warner's beloved principal, man. Sleep in peace, bro, man. We love you, man. With that being said, it's the Fire and Ice experience, man. We out, bro.
We out, man. Peace.